Hello, welcome to my stream. Let me just get all my boxes and windows open. How are we all doing today? Good? I've got a frog in my throat. I just went to the bathroom in hopes of like clearing it. Like I gargled and everything, and it's still just like coughing in the back. Hey, Scottish Doll, welcome. Also, Devon Lass, welcome to the stream. I'm going to move right over to gameplay. Then my face isn't so big. Ugh, yikes. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be running through Silent Hill 4, derusting a bit. But I've got a couple of things to run through before I begin. So just to explain, for the past few weeks, month, I guess, of running Silent Hill 4, I've been using what's called a per door auto splitter. So basically, when you speedrun the game, you use these splits, and these splits tell you how much time it took to complete a certain section of the game. Now, I was having it break off every single room. So every single door I went through, it would move to the next split. And so you end up with something like 150 splits or something. And it was very stressful. I was seeing like constantly out the corner of my eye, plus 1 second, minus 1 second, like triflingly small amounts of time, but because they're constantly going off in the corner, like it just makes me stressed out, and it actually makes me perform, I think, makes me perform slightly worse. So we have gone back to a per level split, which basically means that instead of per door, it's going to split every time we designate a new level. So in this case, we've got the Nightmare intro, we've got Room 302, then we have Subway 1, Forest 1, Water Prison 1, Building 1, Apartment 1, then the Hospital, St. Jerome's, and then we have Subway 2, Forest 2, Water Prison 2, Building 2, The One Truth, because that boss fight is kind of like RNG, so it's nice to separate that one out. And then, of course, Apartments 2. Then we have, not Apartments 2, Apartment 302 of the Past, which is Wisdom, and then we have Apartments 2. Then, of course, we have the final boss. So this layout, I've loaded in an old layout with old splits, and I did it about 10 minutes ago. So if something doesn't work or breaks or something, I'm not too worried about it. Also, another thing you'll notice is it says here my sum of best is 1 hour 16. Now, people who know me know that my PB is 55:07, and my sum of best on my previous splits was something like 49 minutes. So expect these numbers to change at the side. They are not my best. So we're probably going to get a PB on these splits immediately, I would hope. So yeah, that's the deal with those. Also, another thing that I might end up doing today is I might do a couple of runs, and then I'm probably going to open up Adobe Premiere, and I'm going to show you guys, because I've got, not the world record, I didn't download that in time, but I've got the previous world record, the number 2 in the world right now. I have that VOD loaded into Premiere, and I have my PB loaded into Premiere, and I thought what it would be interesting to do is to kind of like cut my video up to match his, so I can see what I'm doing wrong in a room. I was going to do that in my spare time, but it might be a case of if the runs really just suck today, we might move over to that, so bear that in mind. Alright, I think the first thing we should do is just do a run, okay, because the whole point is to derust. I don't know if anybody missed the announcement I made last week, but I've been accepted into my first speedrun event, which is really cool. It's a marathon for charity. It's called ForenSICK 2. It's going to be this time next week. So, well, this time next week tomorrow. So Friday the 30th of July, Saturday the 31st of July, and Sunday the 1st of August. I'm on the Saturday, 31st of July, and I'm about 10 to 4 in the afternoon, I think. That's my scheduled time. I don't know if it's going to fluctuate a bit based on you know, people and their runs running a bit over or running a bit under. I'm not sure how it's going to work. I'm going to be here the whole time ready to go just in case. But yeah, if you could be around then and feel like maybe popping by and supporting me while I'm running, or supporting the charity by saying hello, and maybe if you can donate, you know, just whatever you can while I'm running. It makes me look good, but also the charity wins, so I don't think anyone's going to mind too much. yeah, that's about it. I will post links and stuff closer to the time. Follow my Twitter if you don't already. You can get to that through my link tree. Again, that's Linktra. I'm gonna write it down. It's linktra.ee/Garlips. Like that. That should be it. Let me just click it to make sure. Yay, that's it. So you can get to my Twitter as well as all my other various bits and pieces through there. That's probably the quickest, easiest way to do it. Cool. Oh, thank you for stop. Yeah, if you can, Scottish, I would really appreciate it. Just like as, because it's going to be my first event. I'm surprised they accepted me, to be honest. I was the only person who submitted Silent Hill 4, so maybe that's got something to do with it. I also submitted Gregory Horror Show, but that got declined, which is to be expected. I actually went through all of the submissions for the event, and I saw that no one has been accepted more than twice, except maybe one person. So everyone has had like one accepted, which is nice. I think it's fairer. Everyone gets a go, kind of thing. And there are lots of other runs throughout the. I think I've saved all 3 here. Let me have a look. Yeah, you can see these, right? If I zoom in a little bit. So this is the 1st of August. So we don't want that one just yet. 1st of August, 31st, 30th. Okay, so this is the 30th, which I believe is the Friday. So you can see here we've got lots of good stuff you can watch. Resident Evil Code Veronica, Camaro Damacy, Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil... we forget about that one. That one doesn't exist. Spyro Trilogy, Spyro 3. I love the Reignite Trilogy. Resident Evil Village, Bioshock, Twin Snakes... Hang on, can I scroll left or right? No, it's not going to let me. Yay, Windows. Anyway, so this is the 31st of July, which should be the Saturday. So you can see here we've got Silent Hill Downpour in the morning. We've got a real mix of stuff, actually. I so humbly present perhaps the main event on Saturday at 15:49. God, I'm such a cunt. Garlips is running Silent Hill 4. I hear Garlips is a cool guy. So, like, go check out the Garlips guy. I think Garlips guy is a cool guy. Resident Evil... Look, I'm sandwiched between Resident Evil 2, Outlast, and Resident Evil 3. It's not a bad place to be. Donkey Kong Country 2, Devil May Cry 3, Resident Evil 2. Yeah, so I'm going to be watching a lot of this event, basically, when I'm not running, which is really cool. Another cool thing about my run, which you don't know yet, or you may not know yet, is that it's going to be commentated, or co-commentated, with my good friend Axton10_61. He's also a Silent Hill 4 runner, so he knows the game back to front anyway, and he's going to be providing jokes and commentary over the top of my playing as well. So it's going to be a really fun time. So I really hope you can stop by. And let's just check out the last day so that I'm not accused of favoritism. Oh, wow. This one starts at midnight. Oh, no. It looks like there's just one run, and then it stops at 1:33. Okay. Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, Resident Evil 1 Original, HD Remaster. It's nice to have those back to back. And look, they've got a Jill and then a Chris. That's kind of cool. Resident Evil 2 Remake. Resident Evil... Is that Resident Evil HD? Enemy plus item random. I don't even know what that is. Dino Crisis. So yeah, feel free to check into this event. I'm not actually sure what Twitch channel is hosting it. I think it might be Flynn_lives. Either way, go and check out Flynn_lives because he's the guy who's organizing the whole event. So even if the event isn't streamed on his channel, but I think it is, then you can go ahead and follow him anyway. Give him a follow. If he asks you where you come from, say Garlips sent you. That Garlips guy, he's a cool guy. Anyway, right, I think that's everything. We should really just get running. So let's get running, shall we? Let's put a new PB on these splits, per level splits. Oh, anyone want to call the color of blood? The first person to comment the color of blood wins. We got red, green, or purple. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Red, green, purple. What's it gonna be? I'm gonna stop doing that. It's very annoying. Purple wins. I think I had it on purple anyway, so it's much of a muchness. But yeah, hooray! Hooray for audience agency. Right, okay. It's back to WASD controls. I haven't played a WASD game in weeks. Here we go. So yeah, this is just trying to de-rust, get back into the swing of things. Ooh, that was bad. Ended up looking at the ceiling. Don't. Skip all the cutscenes. Out we go. Right. Case. Chest, whatever you want to call it. Get rid of that. Turn around. Front door. Fridge. Get the chocolate milk. Very important. Back into the bedroom. Get the window. Skip that. And then we get a hole appear. What was that noise? Just to double check, you can hear me in the game okay, right? Because it's kind of a prerequisite that you can definitely hear the game uninterrupted all the way through for a PB. So if I happen to get a PB today, I really would like it to be legal so it can be recognized. Good stuff. Okay. So in this corridor, this tunnel, I've got to kind of like tap forward rather than hold it. You can hold it down, but holding it down results in this kind of tiny little slowdown in movement, so it's more efficient to tap it. But there's a certain rhythm involved that I'm still not good at it. I'm still not good at it. Right, so we're in Subway 1. We need to go talk to Cynthia. Of course, we will be skipping all cutscenes, so if you've never seen the story before, don't know what to tell you. Long story short, my name is Henry Townsend. I'm in an apartment and I can't leave. I've been locked in. And by accessing these mysterious holes that appear in my apartment, I have discovered there is a guy called Walter Sullivan. He's killed a lot of people and he's trying to kill me as well as some others to bring about his mother's return. He thinks his mother is the apartment room that I live in. There are reasons why he thinks that. He's wrong, but he's not going to let that stop him, and he's kind of got a murderous edge to him. So he's kind of dangerous. We need to stop this whole murder apartment rebirth thing that's going on. It's bad news. And that's pretty much all you need to know. That's Silent Hill story condensed for you in several short moments. The rest is just fluff. We can't actually skip this cutscene, by the way. Where did you go? If you need a token, there's one here. 6 boops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Haha. Yes, I've played this game a lot. Can you tell? Well, you wouldn't by the movement, because my mouse movement is all over the place today. Okay, grab the tokens. These tokens allow us through the turnstiles. Watch out for the puppers. Ooh, they missed me. Not today, puppers. Not today. Through the turnstile. And down the stairs. Skip this cutscene. This, ironically, is one of the cutscenes that does not contribute to in-game time, but we still skip it because we've got to go fast. Oh, that was good movement. Well, until I ran into the train. It was good movement around the stairwell. This screen, when it changes, we've got to hold left. There we go. I've started to program myself to hold the correct inputs. Every time I change the camera like that, by the way, I have to press tab using my pinky, my left pinky, and it's not ideal. Okay, let's go for good train movement today. I kind of played this game during my 24-hour birthday stream, which ended up being 18 hours long. And I moved on to Silent Hill 4 and proceeded to fucking, like, do a complete pig zero of it. So this is kind of redemption in a way for last week. I was very tired, to be fair. But I was surprised that I kept the run going. And it looked like I was maybe going to get sub 105, which is still good for very sleep deprived. But I got killed in the last area. It was hilarious. And I promise I at least half mean that. No, I want the bullets. They're good. Bullets are great. I like them. So we head through here. Wow, didn't even get the ghost spawn in. Right, this pupper in here, he's a mad pupper. He loves to bite. He's very fast. So we're just kind of going to hope that he doesn't get to us. Oh my god, we might be free of him. Oh, that was good. To not get bit there is pretty good. Right, let's not fuck up the wall men. So this is wall men. You kind of have to run up to them, and then avoid them, and then run past them. Like this. Oof, he got me. I should have kept running. I hesitated. Again with the hesitation, I should have just run. Should have just run for it. Oof. This is not good wall, man. Oh my god. How did that reach? You dick. Okay. Still, to be sub 6 minutes here is not bad. That's pretty much even with my PB. Anyway, this is the end of Subway 1. So you can see there I've got a gain of 40 seconds. That's because I'm running against splits that are old. So I might not best my PB, but we'll at least have splits that are more accurate. Because I haven't run these splits in months. What I'm trying to say is don't get excited by the flashing rainbow numbers on the side of the screen, because they're pretty much all going to be flashy rainbow numbers. Pretty much. But we still might not end up with a PB. Okay, good, good. All right. Avoiding these things is hard. Only got one hit there. That's pretty good. The average for these screens is 5. So I'll take a 2. Fuck yeah. The average is the average 3 or 5? I can't remember. I think it's 5. That was an exceedingly good 2 screens there with the bugs. So basically we are going to run everywhere in this game. Really, there are a few times where we're not running, to be perfectly honest with you. Usually they involve Eileen, because Eileen is not running. Eileen is a character that we have to defend during the second half of the game. Except we just kind of run and hope she keeps up with us. Sometimes we even leave her behind on purpose, but we do it so in a place where she's safe, so she can't get hurt. Also, apologies if you've heard this 100 times before, but I'm kind of practicing for the speedrun. I want to be able to give good commentary. Obviously, Axe is going to help me out with that, but I want to be able to kind of like start working on my spiel, my talking. So we skip this cutscene, and then we turn the hell around and we get straight back out the way we came, because we had to come out here for this cutscene, and now we've done it, we can go. These ghosts that are floating around, they are previous victims of Walter Sullivan, the guy who's killing everybody. we just kind of avoid them because it's a bit awkward. They're dead. They're not happy about it. We're in the way. They're a bit grumpy. Okay, we're going to equip our chocolate milk, or rather we have it ready here. You can move across the items at any time, so I've got it ready, and then I come up here and I give it to Jasper. He really likes it, but we've got to skip the cutscene, unfortunately. He swaps his chocolate milkshake for a spade, which we need. This room is one of two bad rooms. No, this is the bad room. This is Hell Corridor for the forest. There's like 4 dogs and 2 bugs. This room is clear. Nice. So in the next room, we're going to dig the tree root. The movement here is kind of hard. Yeah, I fluffed that up a bit, to be honest with you. Now, this key is a beginner's trap in the game. If you try to leave the area with it, you will encounter an infinite spawning, like an infinite hallway of fogginess. So you have to go home, put it in your case, and then you can go back. Otherwise, you'll be trapped forever. It's a lovely thing they like to do to beginners. Also, you might notice I take my time on this chess screen sometimes. That's because this chess screen is an instance when the timer pauses in-game. We time using the in-game timer, so... Although I still need to practice going faster and not pausing on those screens, because the marathon is going to be running regardless. So it doesn't matter about the final time, it matters that we're running the marathon. That's why I've given it a conservative estimate of 1 hour and 10, which I think equates to about a 57 to a 58 minute time, which is fine. I average that now. I'm not too worried. Something could go desperately wrong. As evidenced last week, health sometimes can go wrong. Yikes! Or rooms like that, apparently. Apparently you can have a bad time in a room like that. If my health is particularly bad, what I will do is I will err on the side of safety, and I'll pick up health items. There are some dotted around that you can get to, so I will use those to make sure, just to make sure that we've definitely got enough health. Anyway, picking up this key that we dropped, now that we've got past the area that we couldn't carry it through. Skip the cutscene. There's a cutscene every time you go through a hole. Okay, we should be coming up. Yeah, 10.5 minutes is about right. It's a little bit behind my PB. I think my PB, I was here at 10 minutes. Exactly. Anyway, we skip that cutscene. All you hear of Jasper is... Right, get through the door, straight through the hole again. No time to lollygag, no time to dawdle. Okay, we should awaken the water prison. We will immediately change the camera angle and run this way. There's not really much difference in it, but I prefer to run this way because the camera angle doesn't change. You don't run past Andrew in his cell. Right, water prison, you got to go down to get up, okay? So you go all the way down and get the key. Then you go all the way up and turn on the water. Very important. Also, those ladders in that area, you actually have to double back on yourself. So if you want to go down, you've got to go up a bit to get to the next ladder and vice versa. It's the kind of thing that can get very confusing until you've memorized it, and then it's nothing. Although there is a section in this level that has scuppered me and Axe quite a few times, actually. So it's not enough to know what you've got to do. Sometimes you just got to count it out loud, and I'll be making you count with me when we get there. Just to make sure I don't fuck up. Because runs have died. Serious business. Runs have died to this particular mistake. So, all the way up to the top of the prison to turn on the water, like I said. You definitely want to use the ladders. The ladders are so much faster. Okay. You run all the way around to the back of this thing. Ooh, stuck on the stairs a bit there. Skip the cutscene. Through the door. Down the ladder to the 3rd floor. Now, the rooms in this water prison are in a circle shape. You want the 8 o'clock room, which is this room. I like to think of them as clock face. That's how it works for me. Other people just remember 2nd door on the left. Equally as valid, whatever works for you. Right, so this is the puzzle that I've got to count out loud to remember. Okay, on the 3rd floor, we move it 2 to the right. And on the 2nd floor, we move it 4 to the right. So this is the 3rd floor. Once to the right. I'm going to count them. Once and twice to the right. If you miscount here, it's pretty much the end of the run. Because it's even harder to undo your mistake. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can leave. This cutscene here we skip. And in doing that, what we were doing was we were actually moving rooms around in the prison. They kind of move around the central column, they rotate. So we've just put them in a certain order so that we can now use the holes to jump down to a different area. So we go back up to the 3rd floor. We head into this room here. Now it's the 4th door on the right, or as I like to call it, 1 o'clock room. Cool. Then you come round this corner, grab this. The code for the door is your room number. It's 0302. Skip the cutscene. That should be the water prison done. Through the door, into the hole. Building world. I feel like I'm derusting. This is good. Okay, so building world. Building world involves lots of running up and down staircases. So it's really important to get your movement as precise as you can. I suck. I like to hug the staircases like they're my long-lost family member I've been reunited with after 20 years. So, skip this cutscene. This is the ghost room. Let's get good movement in here. Not bad. Not bad. The worst bit is getting stuck on that chair. If you avoid the chair, you did pretty good. So, this is basically building world in a nutshell. Running up and down stairs. We took from that ghost a sword. The swords hold the ghosts in place. We only need 1 on our speed run, but because it's that one works out best for us, so that's the one we're going to take. It means that there's 1 more ghost flying around, but we can live with it. We're speedrunners, we don't care. So, we need to come down to this pet shop to grab a key. The puppers in here, no one has fed them in a long time. They are very hungry. So it's Henry Sandwich time. Pupper sandwich. Oh, that was pretty good. They all avoided me. What a pet shop! That's the best pet shop I've ever had. What's going on today? Puppers have all gone to sleep. They're no match for my speedy speed shoes. Okay, so down we go. More staircases. No, see what I mean? I love to hug this. Oh, and apparently this guy. This guy's my favorite. I just want to hug him. Squeeze him. Hold him close. Through the door, skip the cutscene. Down the ladder. Hold right, sort of, pretty much. Hit the first one. Hit the second one. That's good. You don't want three. Three can happen there. Round the corner we go. We just avoid everything in here. This is called hell. Well, it's not officially. Oh my god! I usually don't get grabbed here. We call this hell corridor because it's kind of hell, as you can see. I'm really getting stuck on enemies today. Alrighty. Still, this is fast. We're doing okay. We're not being slowed down too much. So, the code for this door, you're supposed to go home to your apartment and find it out, but we haven't got time for that. 3750. I'm going to try a cutscene skip in here. Oh, hello. I missed the cutscene skip. If you do it properly, you can be running while that look up the top of the stairs happens. You just get a little bit further. It's not much. It's very hard to do. You've got to do it precisely on frame. So yeah, this is usually where me and my friend Axe talk about the stuff we're doing on stream, because you've got a minute to advertise while you run up the stairs. So tomorrow I'm going to be playing Outlast for the first time ever, okay? I played 10 minutes of it like 6 years ago when it first came out, and I was like, and never went back to it. I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to finish it, okay? I promise. So join me for the Friday night horror show where we play Outlast. I haven't thought about next week's schedule yet, but there's probably going to be more Silent Hill 4 just to make sure I de-rust properly before the marathon. There's also probably going to be Nier Automata. I haven't thought further ahead than that, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah. So join me tomorrow for Outlast. That will be fun. Watch me get spooked. Right, we don't have to stop, we just go for the hole immediately. This is Apartments 1. Apartments 1 is actually very simple. You only need to go into 2 apartments, well 3. You go into 301 and you get the key for the superintendent's room, which is up here. Then we go to the superintendent's room and get his keys for the entire apartment block. And then we go to room 102. It's 102 or 103. I know which door it is, but I'm not sure what number room it is. I think it's 102. There's a fridge in there. We need the note in the fridge. That's it. And that's it. That's all you need for Apartments 1. Everything else is optional. Going into every single apartment room, etc., etc., is... I recommend it strongly on a casual playthrough. But in the speedrun, it's just superfluous. We don't need it. So this is the superintendent's room. We need this key. This key is the key for all of the apartment rooms. And we are going straight to 102, which is in the east wing of this building. Ground floor, east wing. This pupper likes to bite. So we kind of run on one side and then move to avoid him. That worked. 102. I thought it was. Okay, fridge time. There we go. Got the piece of torn red paper that we need. This doggo, I kind of tried to skirt the corner like that so I avoid him. He's very hungry today, but very hungry, but we still managed to miss him, which is good. So, all the way back up to the 3rd floor, you need to post this note to yourself. That's very important. Don't forget to do that, whatever you do. State of the US postal system, though. Got to post your own post. It's disgusting. So, post it to yourself. Then you come back into 301. There's a hole in 301 that we can use to get back to our apartment so we can read the post. Skip all that. By the way, something I didn't mention is that for the first half of the game, while you're in your apartment, you actually auto-heal. So all the moment while we're walking around in here, we're actually auto-healing, which is fine. We'll take it. But obviously that effect wears off for the second half of the game. So we read a note that told us the key is by our bed. So we're going to pick it up. This is the key to Eileen's apartment. Eileen is our neighbour. We're about to get very, well, not intimately acquainted with her, but we're going to have to protect her for the second half of the game. We're going to have to look after Eileen. You've got to protect the Eileen, okay? It's the law. Eileen herself, she really likes to just yell for no apparent reason. It's her favourite hobby, isn't it, Eileen? Yeah, see, she loves it. I've got to work on my Eileen joke. I've got to make it the best Eileen joke possible for the speed run. Oh, what have I done? I'm on automatic. We don't want to go in there. We have to make our new hole. So, use our Pokemon card on the wall. And then we've got 4 shinies. Put in the 4 shinies. Bam. You got a portal, son. You got a portal. So, we're going to the hospital, which is where Eileen is. Eileen was almost murdered by Walter, but we stopped him in time. And this part of the run is where I'll get Axe to explain the hospital, because I'm going to be too busy focusing on the hospital. But for anyone who's here who has never seen the hospital before, the hospital in this game has 20 rooms that are randomized. We have to check the rooms until we find the 2 that we need. If you find the 2 you need immediately, it's called an L1R1. And it's amazing, it never happens hardly. It's happened to me once. So this was R1, that's not the room we need. This would be L2, because it's the 2nd room on the left. Not the room I need. R2. Nope. Let's go for an L3. Not the room I need. R3 is one of the rooms I need. So, L4. R4. Nope. R5. R5 was the room I needed. You need this key to unlock the other room, which was an R3. Get out of it. Stupid. Stupid boy, Henry. Ah, watch out for flying wheelchairs. Oh my god. No! What is going on? Let me in the fucking room, please. Okay. So that wasn't a bad hospital, apart from the fucking wheelchairs. The wheelchairs were atrocious. So, we need to get Eileen to follow us. Eileen will not follow us if she's a certain distance from the door in every room. Okay? Getting Eileen to follow you is half of the battle in this fucking game. Okay? If you leave her behind, it's bad news. So, I'm going to be using a myriad of tips and tricks to make sure that Eileen is with me when I need her to be, and not with me when I need her to stay put. It's kind of like, it is escort mission the game, basically. The second half. So, my apartment no longer heals me. There's a key here that I need. Got the note. Oh no, that was fine. So we need to go back to the hospital with this key now. Eileen can't come through the hole. Otherwise, we could just leave her in our apartment the whole game. That would be amazing. That would be so good. Right, she should be with me. Yeah, there she is. Good girl. Keep on. You will find yourself singing Dexy's Midnight Runners, by the way. You will not be able to escape it. It will happen to you at some point. Even if you try your hardest, you will eventually say, come on, Eileen. Okay? It's just going to happen. Submit to it. Accept, you know, part of it is just acceptance. You're going to say, come on, Eileen. Whoa! She is doing well today. Usually she gets stuck on those enemies a bit. Okay, so there are several rooms like this in the run where we need to make sure we're running in a very specific way so that Eileen doesn't get caught on the inside of the spiral. If she gets caught on the inside of the spiral, she does this little thing where she moves to the side, and it takes time. It stops her running. So we need to make sure we kind of juggle her in just the right kind of position. And I'm fixing that by holding, well, it's left on my keyboard, but basically Henry veers to the right a little bit, and it kind of corrects her movement. So I'm doing that constantly just to keep her in the right kind of position. So, off we go. This is now the second half of the game where we have to revisit all of the areas that we've been in before. So this is Subway 2. We kind of want to wait for Eileen a little bit here. Come on, Eileen. There she is. Right, so I want to run so fast that Eileen doesn't catch me up. And get into this ladies' toilet. Then I'm gonna go back home because there is a item that I need back home. She's in a corridor where she can't get hurt, which is good for us because we don't want Eileen to get hurt. It slows her down. And we want her to run as fast as she possibly can, so we need to protect those legs. My apartment's haunted, by the way. The windows are playing up. But we haven't got time to stop and fix that. So, we are now here with this thing. We need the tokens ready to go through the turnstile. Eileen will follow us into this room. There's a cutscene here we're going to skip. Once we've skipped it, we're going to go straight through the turnstile. We don't want Eileen with us. Now, we wait for this ghost to despawn. There's a certain sound that plays when she despawns. Come on, sound. Where's the sound? Come on, you bitch. Come on. Come on. Right, that's the despawn sound. Now that we know that she's despawned from that room, we know that Eileen is safe in that room, okay? And we can leave her there. If we don't wait for that sound, it's literally a dice roll as to whether Eileen will get hurt or not, and we really don't want her to get hurt. So it's really important that we kind of give her the best chance possible. And now we leave her up there while we do pretty much the rest of Subway 2, because we know that she's fairly safe. So we just got a token. To use that token, we have to go home and wash it. So we're going to go home and wash the token. I'm not sure that's how tokens work, by the way, or vending machines in general. They don't check to see if the token is clean or not. It's done on weight, but bless them. Yeah, sure, why not? Got to clean the token. I guess it's kind of money laundering, right? But so we're going to head home. Now that we're home, we're going to drop off some stuff. So we no longer need these tokens. We no longer need these keys. We're also going to dump off the sword. We'll want that later, but we're going to get it later. Right. Into the kitchen. Wash the token. Nice. In we go. Bam. Sorted. So we're going to now head to the second run-in with the wall men. Do you remember the wall men? We got to do them again. We got to do them 3 times, actually. So we equip our gun just as we go through the door, which cuts off a little bit of an animation, so we don't have to wait. So we're going to go up. We call this Wall Men 2, and what we're going to do is we're going to kill 2 of the Wall Men as we go. So you can run past the first one. That's a given. Then we're going to run up to the second one, who is just up here somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's dead. And we're going to run up to Wall Man number 3, who's just up here somewhere. There he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. I'm just going to empty my gun. There's a reason why I've emptied my gun. We haven't got enough bullets to kill the 4th Wall Man, so there's no point in that. But I've also emptied my gun for reasons you'll find out in Forest 2. So come up here, grab Cynthia's multi-pass, and use that to exit. Right, Eileen should be in here. If we pick her up, wonderful. If not, don't worry about it. We left her behind. Excellent, that's really good. Okay, so what we want to do is we now come down here and we use our vending machine token to get the murder scene key. Like this. Then we head back up. We're gonna meet up with Eileen now for real. We're not gonna leave her behind. Okay, so make sure you've got Eileen with you. There she is. Through we go. We're going to use the murder scene key. And we need this train handle. Don't forget the train handle. It really sucks. It happened to me one time. I don't want to talk about it. So, we head down here. Now, you'd think that we would get on the other side of Wall Men. But no, we're going to run against the escalator because we killed the 2 Wall Men on this side, if you remember. So, you want to try and get past Wall Man 4 as quickly as you can. Be careful. He's got a haymaker. Eileen didn't get hit. That's good. You can hear if she gets hit. She didn't get hit. That's great. Now, we come down to the other one. We know there's one more before the end. He's coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4. About now. Where are you, shit? There he is. Brilliant. That's a classic Woman 3. She got hit. Don't know how she managed that. Well done, Eileen. So, don't worry about her. Just run off. Get past Cynthia. That's Cynthia's ghost, by the way. She's dead now. Rip. Move the train carriage. Ah, no, Eileen. Get out of the way. Now she's going to get stuck on Cynthia. Just wonderful. Cool. We made it through. So, through this door. She's already pretty beat up. This is not wonderful. I thought we did a good job of avoiding... Well, she's not too beat up. Eileen only starts showing damage after Subway Second, so you can see she's got some red marks on her, but she's still walking fairly fast, which is good. Just looking at that time, it's 1:00:57, so if I can get a plus 6 minutes or a minus 6 minutes, I'm in the ballpark of a PB. I don't think I'm going to get a PB, though, just so that your expectations are tempered. But if that number on the right gets to minus 6 minutes, then it's possible. So, we equip our torch, we light our torch, off we go. Our health is fine, so we're not going to worry about picking up any health. We're doing good. Right, we just need to get Eileen to follow us as quickly as possible. we're going to do the majority of Forest 2 without Eileen. We're going to leave her behind in a certain safe area. Cool, managed to make it to the gate. I was kind of worried we wouldn't then. So, we wait for Eileen. No, don't be scared. Right, this is where we're going to leave Eileen for the majority of Forest 2. So we're going to outrun her and make it to this door. She won't be following us because we've got a healthy lead on her. So she's now stuck in that room, which is fine. That's where we want her to be. My health is not great. I'm going to have to keep an eye on it. So in this room, there's a Walter. He's got a chainsaw and a gun because he's a dick. But we made it past him. Okay, we need this silver bullet over here. It's very important. And then we're going to pick up this doll part. We need to pick up all the doll parts in Forest. So they're in these wells. So you need a lit torch to find them. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to do some inventory management. We're going to equip the gun as we go through the door. We're going to equip the silver bullet as we go through this door. This is why I emptied my gun. Then through this door, we're going to equip the torch again. We equip things as we go through the door because then we cut off those animations of having to wait for the animation to play out. It's very efficient. Bugs everywhere. Right, in this room, we want to make sure Eileen doesn't catch up with us. This is bad. She's already quite close. We should be alright if I just really hammer the door. Yeah, we're alone. I can tell by my footsteps. So, this area's got 2 doll pieces. One we're going to get on the way back. So, this is Jasper. Poor Jasper's been set on fire. Oh my god. Yeah, give him a hug. He deserves it. There's also a chainsaw there because we're playing on New Game Plus, but those items are banned for the speedrun, so you're not allowed to pick them up. Not that we need them. We really don't. So, you may recognize these areas from before. We're running through them in a slightly different way now. But yeah. So, we come up here and get this torch. And then the doll part is in the next room. My health is not great, I'm not going to lie. But I think I can make it to the next really convenient health item. Which doesn't mean I have to deviate too much from my path. So, in through the door. Oop, do a circle, why not? Circles are fun. Oh, my health is quite low. I'm not even going to get a full heal from the heal that I'm going to get. But you know what? Faint heart never won fair lady, as Foxes said in that Disney cartoon. So I need to just kind of go for it. I should be fine. I should be fine. Light this torch. Run. Okay, the other well is in here. You may remember from your casual playthroughs of this game that you can go home and dip your torch in oil. I mean, you can do that if you want to, but it's really unnecessary. You don't need it at all. So, back into this room. We're going to avoid Eileen again. You'll notice that my inventory is really starting to fill up. It's actually been worked out very precisely, so that we have just enough slots for everything that we need. So, it's really important you load that bullet into the gun, or you won't have enough room. So we want this. It's the strongest melee weapon in the game. We're going to use it on the final boss. Right, this is the health item I'm going to pick up. It's optional, but I really need it. So, cutscene here. Skip the cutscene. Get this medallion. Don't forget to light your torch. You will have a bad time if you forget. through here. There's a torch. There's a well just in here that we need the doll part from. There it is. We now have all of the doll parts. I just realised you've not even seen the doll. But the doll is in here. We've been collecting parts for it. So, here we go. Skip the cutscene. Eileen should be behind me. Here she is. I can hear her. She stopped moving, which means she's behind me. Kind of got to run into this thing a bit to get her to come down the stairs. Don't know why. She really hates stairs. Come on, Eileen. And there you go, see? I was trying not to say it and I still said it. Come on, Eileen. So we're actually making pretty good time. I'm still not convinced this is going to be a new PB for me, but it's going to be close. The hospital went okay, and Eileen has not been too damaged, so all we would need now is a really good one truth, which could happen. So, straight into this room. Skip that. Round the corner. Avoid him. What we do in here is we go down the ladder. Eileen can't use ladders, but she will start to make her way around. You can see her above me. What we're going to do is we're going to kill some bugs while we wait for her, because bugs slow her down, they slow me down. They're just not fun. So we're just going to kill a load while we wait for her. Because Walter is also pursuing her. He's on his way down as well, so he's someone we've got to watch out for. Where are you, little shit? There are two more. Come on then. Right, Eileen should be catching us up about now. There she is. Good girl. So, by the way, I don't want to appear condescending, but we have to congratulate and we have to be when Eileen does something right, we've got to reinforce that with we've got to be positive, basically, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying Eileen is a dog that needs treats, but when she does good, we got to tell her she does good. Okay. I managed to get all of the bugs, which was... Yeah, I know, sweetheart. It's okay. You'll be fine. Right, what we're going to do in here is we're actually going to leave Eileen behind on purpose. Where's Eileen? Oh my god! She didn't come through with me. Wow. That never happens. So now we're going to leave Eileen behind on purpose, but we want to leave her behind in this room. It's kind of important that it's that room. Not outside here. I kind of went in a bit too early for her. Wow. Need to bear that in mind for future. Anyway, so we leave her in a nice safe room. We need to jump down to the basement again, which is the 1 o'clock door or 4 to the right. As I said before. We go all the way down. We need to grab, there's a shirt in here that we need. So we're going to grab this. Go around the table. Give these a knock or two. I'm going to grab this health drink. Just because I've had some issues. Right, we don't need to go that way. I am on the wrong autopilot. We need to go back up to the room where Eileen is. Which is this one. We're going to grab this health drink too. Because I ain't taking no chances. And we're going to go home. We need to wash our shirt in our bathtub, which is also full of blood. My bedroom is haunted. That's not good. That's bad luck. Also, my bathroom is haunted. That's also bad luck. I find if one is haunted, the other will be. Right, what we need is we need our ghost killing kit. So we've got most of it already. We've got our silver bullet, we've got our gun. We are going to take these bullets, and we're going to take a sword. We're going to get rid of the torch. We keep this for good luck, I think. I'm not sure why we keep this. We just keep this for good luck. This room is also haunted. I'm going to need the medallion, aren't I? So there are these medallions you can pick up that protect against the effects of ghosts. There's one on our path in here. I'm going to have to pick it up, I think. Just because my house is so, like, irrevocably haunted. Where are you, Eileen? You better be behind me. Anyway, this is Andrew. He's a ghost. He's got a key we need. So you shoot him with the silver bullet, and then you can stab him with the sword, and you get his key. We're just clearing a path for Eileen, because we are nice like that. Cool. Right, we're going to pop that health drink. We are going to... Where's the medallion? There it is. Equip this medallion. Grab it. Come on, grab it. And equip. The door is at the bottom that we need. Right. This room can be a bit hairy. Spiral stairs do make me dizzy as well. I have the exact same problem. So we're going to equip these bullets. Go through this door. This room can be a bit hairy. Because there are 12, like, things in it. Or whatever they are. No, there's 6. 6. We did good. We did good. Excellent. So, most of the other runners... Where are you, Eileen? Fucking hell, come on. That went perfectly. Why'd you have to fuck it up? You silly lady. So, yeah. You can just run through there and hope for the best. I think the world records have to kind of YOLO through there. But... YOLOing's not for me. I've died in there at least once. So I kind of prefer to bring a clip and just take him down. That's quicker for me than trying to, like, make our way through without doing so, basically. So we are now on to Building World 2. We are making good time. We're doing alright. So, Building World 2. Skip the cutscene. Here comes Richard. We skip straight past him to the left. Is Eileen with us? No, of course she's not. So, just go back and get Eileen. Right, Building World 2 is long and arduous if you're playing the game properly, but we do a thing called Eileen Skip, which skips half of, well, 3/4 of Building World 2. So, what we're going to do is we're going to come out here, we're going to grab these bullets, and then we're going to use the same trick we used in the water prison to make Eileen not follow us by giving her a bump and then getting through a door real quick. And now that she's trapped there, we're going to go about our business. But the difference is there is a way to get her to kind of teleport through a fence. I don't know why she does that. She has skills, okay? She has the ability to phase through chain link fences. We're going to use that ability. So you can see her just on the left. Well, no, you can't see her. I didn't move enough so you could see her. But if we just wait here for a little bit, believe it or not, she will make it through. There she is. We don't know why that works, but it works and it's perfect. So we're not going to question it, okay? Building World 2 is a real ball ache without that. I mean, it's bad enough as it is. Right, now we just wait for Eileen. Oh, well done. There's another trick we can do here at the bottom of the stairs to warp Eileen through a fence. You're a wizard. Yeah, you're a wizard, Henry. What the hell? If she's at the bottom of these stairs as we go through the door, we bring her through with us into this room. And it worked. Do you see her on the map next to me? So it's something about her being close enough to the loading zone that she'll come with you. And she'll come with you through a fence there. Don't know why. But again, we don't question these things. They just work. They just work. Okay, the code this time is 4890. We have to run to the bottom of the stairs. We just run. There's no point stopping and fighting the bugs. It will slow you down. We just kind of hope that the bugs don't slam into me or Eileen. But if they're going to slam into someone, slam into me. Because I'm quicker than Eileen. So we don't want Eileen to get hit. We'll hear if she gets hit, by the way. She'll go, oh no, or ow. And yeah, sad face when that happens. So we're just hoping she doesn't get stopped as we run down these stairs, and then at the bottom we'll take care of the bugs while we wait for her. My leg hurts. Well, that's not great, but it doesn't slow it down as much as a bug does. So, right, we get over here, we get this health item. Well, when it lets us. And then we just take care of these bugs while we wait. She just got hit by a bug, by the way. Twice. We're not even going to bother squishing the bugs, we just wait for Eileen. As soon as she's with us, we can't go through this door without Eileen. So when she's close enough, it will let us through. This is the one truth. The one truth, there are 12 enemies. You've got to find the one enemy that can get hurt, okay? That's how it works. So we're just going to pray that it's one of these two. And it's not. Wonderful. The game begins. I'm really bad at one truth. It's not him. It's not him. Not him. Not him. Not him. This is not great. We kind of needed this to go well to get a PB. We're not going to get a PB, but that's fine. Not these guys. It's going to be one of these two. Either that or it's the one I missed on the other side. If it's the one I missed on the other side, I got real bad luck. Real bad luck. They also don't come down if they know that you're ready to attack them. So you kind of got to hide a little bit away from them and then move in when they arrive. It's not him. I'm going to die, so I need to heal. If it's not this one, then it's the one that I didn't hit on the other side. It's this one. See how they all move at the same time? Oh my god, how did I miss that? No! Really? This has been a pretty poor one truth, I'm not gonna lie. Eileen is getting beat up to fuck. Oh my god, you're still not dead! What the fuck? Die! Had enough. Okay. We can leave now. Thank God. Yeah, look at that. I did better on these old splits for that. I lost a minute. I lost a minute. So yeah, that can happen with One Truth. Or it can be the first one you hit. Isn't RNG great? It's just amazing. Game says no PB for you. Yeah, see, the funny thing is, right, we were kind of on track for a PB. Until that happened. I mean, it still could happen, but I don't think I'm going to make much time up in the Wisdom and the Flesh, because I was never super slow on those sections. Oh well, we'll see what happens, but yeah, I doubt it's going to happen. But that's okay. That's fine. I kind of had that. Like, I wasn't expecting to just come back today and PB first time. That's kind of insane. As soon as Eileen gets here, we can go through. Right, so we need to read these things on the table. Thank you for being here for the whole time, by the way, Scottish Little. And, of course, Pumpkin Blades and Devon Lass as well. It's kind of insane to me that people still want to be able to watch this game. It's like, I've played it for you how many times now? It's cool. It's cool. So, yeah, we don't need to pick up all of... What the fuck are you doing, Henry? What the fuck was that? Right, it's because I'm hammering right click and left click at the same time. We don't have to pick up the fourth note in here, just these three. And then we go back outside and we get a cutscene. Skip the cutscene. Get this pickaxe. It's important. Through here. Watch out, lady. You're fun to watch. Oh, thank you. Well, so, get out of here. Use this pickaxe on the wall. Turns out, plot twist, guys. Walter Sullivan was dead the whole time, and he was in my apartment behind the wall. One ass. He also has my my front door keys, which is nice. They're always in the last place you look for them. So, we can unlock our front door now, which is nice. Right, in this section, we don't have to worry about Eileen at all. We can just run away and forget her. So, we want these stairs, and down the stairs we go. Don't want to get stuck on the stairs. I'm actually going to change weapon, because the pickaxe is very slow. And if I get stuck on an enemy and I've got to hit them to get away, I really don't want to be using the pickaxe, because it will take forever. So, we have to run this kind of like gauntlet section of doors by remembering which direction we've got to go and running as fast as we can. At least we don't have to escort Eileen through this. The game has taught you, you've got to escort Eileen everywhere. And then this one section, it doesn't matter if you do. It's weird. But by that point, most casual players will think, oh, I've got to protect Eileen still. So they will protect her. We don't need her. So, we are running through apartments 2. We can't use the staircase because it's been locked off. So we're going through a new path through all of the apartments. What time are we at? 50 to 20. Yeah, I'm going to finish somewhere around 57 minutes, I think. 56, 57 minutes. So, you come through here. Right, there are 6 things hanging up. We need to look at all of them before we unlock the door to the super's office. So, there's 1. There's 2. There's 1 in each one of these rooms. 3. 4. In here. There's 1 at the end of the corridor. It will be 5. And then we'll hop into this room and get number 6. Which is just down here. On the side. Oops. That's the wrong way. Then we run. We run like there's no tomorrow into this room. There'll be a cutscene we can skip. Now, I lied about Eileen. You've got to take Eileen through to the superintendent's office. This is the one bit where you still got to escort her or you won't be able to access it. Grab the umbilical cord. Yes, I said umbilical cord. Walter Sullivan's got issues, let's put it that way. You need the umbilical cord to defeat him. Eileen is now gone. We don't have to worry about her till the final battle. I'm running the wrong way down the corridor. That's not good. So you come up these stairs. You basically got to reverse your route now to get back to your apartment. So it is literally the reverse of the route we just ran. You just kind of memorize it. You get used to it. I say as I was literally running down the corridor the wrong way. Just make sure you turn left instead of right all this time. Except for the last turn. The last turn is a turn to the right. Turn to the left. Watch out for these. They like to really bonk you. Through here. Through this door. Down to the end. Into this room. Through the hole. Up here. Take a left. This is the room with the stairs. So you can get back up the stairs. This staircase always likes to get me stuck. Bam. There we go. So, back to our apartment. Okay, we're going to move through here very quickly. So, this is the final boss. My splits might not split properly. 54-59. Yeah, so it's not going to be a PB. I predict 57-30, maybe 57-40. We'll see. It's not a PB, but that's okay. It's certainly not bad. So we got a free heal when we got to the boss. Now we have to use the umbilical cord on the boss. Once we do that, we unlock the spears. There are 4 spears on each side. Luckily, we've got 4 spare slots. So we're going to pick up all 4 on one side and use them. Then we're going to pick up all 4 on the other side and use them. Once you've used all 8, Walter is no longer invincible. So we can attack Walter. You'll notice that Eileen is walking into the river of blood down there. If she reaches that water, you'll hear a sound effect, and it means that she's died. Eileen dying or living is part of the criteria for the endings, so we will probably get the ending where we save her because she's in fairly good condition, but we'll see. It's not always guaranteed. In fact, she's actually quite close to the water now that I look at that overhead angle. So we're going to grab the other 4 spears. We might still do it, you know. I also appear to have another healing item with me. It's because I picked up that extra one in the water prison. Didn't really need it, but picked it up just in case. Whoa, dude. Guns aren't cool, you know, buddy. Right, what we're actually going to do is we're going to wait for him to warp to me. Because if I just wait a second for him to warp, there we go. Now I don't have to run all the way over there to go and find him. He's warped to me, so... It's worth the second or so that it costs. Right. Now, we're going to charge up our pickaxe for our grand swing. Once Walter gets up, he's going to do like he'd probably do an attack, like a spin. Nope. Right, there we go. Double spin. Right. Wait for him to hit me. Dickhead. Okay, here we go. Now, he shouldn't be able to jump any further back. He's stuck against a wall. It's not an actual physical wall there, but it's invisible. So we should be good now for the final boss. And I think we're going to save Eileen. Yeah, we're going to save Eileen. That's the final hit. Now, these splits... Yeah, you can see the splits on the side of stop counting. These splits are broken. I don't understand why, but they don't take the last thing into account. They split too early. So I will go back and fix that manually in a minute. So we can skip this, and we can skip the credits. Man, it's hot in here. 57:58. Not too bad. It's fine. It's okay for a derust. It's okay for a derust. So we don't need to save that at all. It's really not that good. But consistency is key. Consistency is the important thing. Right, I'm going to take a 2-minute break. And then when I come back, I think we're probably going to try and do the forensic analysis in Premiere. So give me 1 second and then I'll be back, okay? I've got a special break for times such as this. So let me just fix the things as well. What was it? 57:58. So if we go into the splits, edit splits. I'll stick this in the middle so you can see it. So that last split was a 57:58. Oh, hang on, we haven't saved these splits yet, that's why. Save splits. Reset. Update the best times. Right, 57:58. So let's edit the splits. Edit the splits, come on. There it is, right. So, this was a 57:58. It finished. 57:58. Bam. So now those times are correct. So let me just see how long the final boss took. If I just press edit splits again. Don't know why it's taking such a while to open. Right, there it is. So you can see here, the final boss took 3 minutes, almost dead on. It's because I missed a couple of those hits, actually. Okay, that's fine. So we've got a slightly better run on these splits now. Still not as close as my PB, but it's okay. I'm going to go take a break. I will be right back. Until then, enjoy this hilarious credits parody I did of Silent Hill 4. I'll be right back.
They're deep in the twitching night. Garlips dances the waltz. He laughs as he continually fails to get a PB that's new. His eyes, black holes that never stop. Watching Henry speed, this song does not really make much sense, yeah. Clearly you're not listening. Prance past Walter's eyes. Ghosts disappear, and we run right by. Sounds skip the cutscene fast, just so we gain a time that isn't last. Now, we don't need weapons, candles, or heals. And Eileen, would you please get a move on and just don't get left behind? And can you believe that fucking RNG when we try to find the hospital key? And don't even get me started on one truth.
It's all right. I noticed my mic was muted. It is hot as balls in here. It's so hot. So I'm all sweaty and yuck. All right. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna play around with this for a minute. So let me know if you guys get bored. Yeah. I accidentally muted it. Well, I muted it when I was on break and I forgot to unmute it. I'm glad you liked it though, Scotch Little. Yeah, that's like if you go and listen to the Silent Hill 4 credits music, that's kind of what it sounds like, just with slightly different lyrics. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to move over here. So I'm going to bore you all now with my PowerPoint presentation. Let's open Premiere Pro. So what we're going to do in Premiere Pro is I've got, can you guys see this okay? I mean, it probably looks quite small to you, but really all we're interested in is this preview video, okay? So I've got, let me just check that it plays sound for you. You hear that? Yeah? I think you can. I can see all the bars moving. So, what we've got here is we've got, this is this Funky Orange? Hang on, let me just work out whose run this actually is so I can credit them properly. Let me go to speedrun.com. It's Funky Orange. So, all credit to Funky Orange. I'm not trying to rip off his content. He was, for a while, quite a while, the #1 in the world on Silent Hill 4. He's now #2. He's been beaten by another guy by about 3 seconds, something like that. Anyway, so what I've got is I've got the second place in the world run. It's his run here. And what I'm going to do is I've got my run as well. Actually, let me size that up. Scale. Or let's not scale them. Actually, what we'll do is we'll scale them so that we can see them alongside each other. So let me just, I'm going to make a mask in Premiere just so I can mask we can lose my face. I don't care about my face. But we will have, we'll have our timer showing here. So that's my PB. So we'll put my PB, we'll put my PB down here somewhere. Okay, this is my PB in the bottom right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take his, presumably his, I think it's a he. And we are just going to size it down. And we're going to chuck it up here. Because it's not really super important to be honest, it's not really super important about the times either. So let me just, we'll lose his times and we'll lose my times as well. We don't need the live split thing. So we'll get rid of that. Oops. Well, it really doesn't have to be, I'm obsessed with making things neat, but it really doesn't have to be neat. So let's just chuck that there and we'll move it over here. So we'll whack on a text thing that says my PB. Oops. If you guys get really bored, just let me know, okay? I promise I'll try and make it more exciting in a minute, but I just need to get this set up first. So we'll have my PB here, and we'll have so this is second in the world. And credit where credit's due, we will put Funky Orange. So my PB, by the way, is 28th in the world. So we'll put 28th. Why not? So yeah, well, this is the only way that I can think of to get better, is to like be a bit forensic about this. So what we need to do, first of all, we'll extend this the entire length of the run. You can see here that their run is about, it's about 10 minutes faster than mine. So what we're going to do is we're going to split it up I was going to do it by room, but by room is probably going to be a real ball ache. What are we going to do? Let's set it up by world first, because we can always go by room later when I've got more time, right? So, okay. We're going to make my stream disappear for a second so we can just see his. Now, we want... What do we want? So we've got Subway 1. Hang on. We'll get to the end of Subway 1. Subway 1. There's one end. There it is. I would call the end of Subway 1 when you go through and skip the cutscene. So it's about here. We'll just put in a cut here. We will progress onward to the end of Forest 2. Oh, that was it. Hang on. This is it. That's it. Wah. Then we'll move on to the end of prison. Ooh, too far already. We want the end of Water Prison. Oh yeah, a bit further. Go through the door. And skip the cutscene. So I would call that the cut. What we're going to do is we're going to cut mine in a similar fashion, and we're going to space them out so we can see them next to each other. So let's just carry on through here and try to do this as quickly as possible. So this is building 1. There's the staircase. Goes on for quite a while. It's much nicer to be able to skip through it like this. No worries, Scottish Little. What are you going to be streaming? I will raid you if you're still going. That would be awesome. Yeah, feel free to spool through this tomorrow if you feel the need. It's probably not that exciting as it goes in terms of content, but hopefully it will provide an insight as to what I'm doing wrong. Seeing them side by side. I should have prepared this, though. I should have had this prepared for the stream. Right, so he's going to make Eileen scream. Ah, there it is. There's the cut. Oh, Ghost of Tsushima, nice. That's on my to-do list, Ghost of Tsushima. I hear, obviously, it's very good. How are you finding it? Is it your first time through? I would call this door the start of Subway 1. Subway 2 even. So, scroll through. I might well do this by room, but I'm going to do the by room stuff in my own time because it would just take too long for you guys to watch. So yeah, I would call this the start of Forest World when you go through this door. Right, so that's Forest 2. Down the stairs. There's the clip. Water Prison 2. Through the door. We're getting there, we're getting there. First play and had 0 spoilers, and I'm absolutely loving it so far. It's huge, there's so much to it, and even the wee side quests aren't that bad so far. The fighting is immense, and it's such a pretty game. Yeah, it does look awe-inspiring in terms of its visuals. Seeing as I've not played the game at all, I may as well wait for the Silent Hill upgrade. The PS5 upgrade. But yeah, it looks amazing from all of the footage and the screenshots I've seen. Yeah, and I'll look forward to joining you later on. If you're still streaming by 11, I should be finishing by 11, so I'll be happy to raid and enjoy some cool feudal Japanese visuals. So that's one truth. He had a good one truth. You can tell by the size. He had a good one truth. I would call all of this wisdom up until opening your front door, basically, to me. Is I know it's not technically Room 302 of the past. There's a bit of Room 302 of the present in there, but I would call it. You made a YouTube channel, so you can say, awesome! What's your YouTube channel? Is it the one, because I know you've got one that you've followed me on. Is it the same one? Let me know, because yeah, I would love to sub, and then I can flick through when I'm, because unfortunately, quite a lot of us streamers stream at the same time. And it also means that then, like in the middle of the day when I've got nothing to do, or I'm working and I could have something on in the background, no one's actually streaming. So yeah, I would love to be able to watch your VODs. Yeah, let me know where those are at, please. And then I can catch up. Okay, here we go, final boss. I would call that final boss, even though you got the room afterwards. So that's all final boss. And there's the results screen. Right, now I'm going to do the same thing to my stream. So we'll mute Funky Oranges. And we'll do the same thing on mine. Oh, goodness me. Stupid Nightbot. Right, give me a moment. Nightbot is a force to be reckoned with. A renegade. A maverick who doesn't play by the rules. And he needs to be timed out. Basically, I've got it so only regulars can post links. So let me make you a regular. I'm surprised I haven't already done that. So your name is Scottish Little. Is it all lowercase? It is all lowercase. Right, give me 1 second. You are a regular. Bam. You should now be able to post links. I don't know how long Nightbot has timed you out for. Oh, 5 seconds. Yeah, you should be able to post a link now. So give it a go. See what happens. Oh, you can whisper it to me too, but I don't mind if you post it. I mean, if you post it in here, then it's gonna exist for everyone forever. So it's free advertising. There you go. Cool. Thank you. Hey, there you are. Okay. So where am I gonna? Well, I'm gonna subscribe with my ordinary, like normal channel, but then I'm gonna switch over to my Let's Play channel and subscribe there as well. 2 subscribers for the price of 1. There you go. Hell, no. Let me subscribe with my React channel as well. Bam. There you go. Artificially inflating your numbers for you. Hopefully that helps out. No worries. Now I definitely won't miss any, no matter what I'm logged into at the time. So, and if you need to head off and prepare for your stream now, then by all means do that. But have a good one, and yeah, I will pop in later on and say hello. Thank you for stopping by, and indulging me in this eccentric, weird desire to like forensically analyze 2 different videos at the same time. All right, let's cut mine up. So, did I cut the start of Subway World? I didn't, did I? I went straight to the end of Subway World. So, end of Subway World is here. It's a fairly good wall, man. Pace is good. Sub 6 minutes is very good. Isn't that interesting? Look how far off I am. I expect that gap to exponentially grow as the run carries on. To be 13 seconds, that's good. That's good. What am I talking about? What div? Okay. So we need to go to the end of Forest 1, which is here. No worries. Thanks for stopping by, Scottish Little. Have a good stream. I need to play the Ghosts of Tsushima. That's something I need to do. Right, so what we're going to have to do now is we're going to have to start doing the spacing out. Okay, so we've got the first section of the game. We're going to grab everything except this bit and pull it out and line this bit up with this bit. Then we pull this bit out, line this bit up with this bit. I mean, the timings are not going to be exactly precise. They're not going to be frame perfect, but they're going to give me an idea. So I should be looking for the end of Warp Prison somewhere around here. This is good. There. Okay, and then we'll drag this one out. Oh, haven't got them all. Drag this one out. Put it back to start. And you can see here how I'm going to be roughly in time beginning the same section as Funky Orange each time. And you can see here, this gap looks more or less the same. More or less the same in every single one. But they add up over time to make the 10 minutes. So that's okay. We can kind of compare and contrast in a minute once we've got these all lined up. So we want the end of Building World 1. Oh, my end of Building World 1 is quite close. Oh, no, it's not. I got to run up the stairs. So somewhere around there. Let's grab all this, move it down a bit. Move this one back up. So we're looking for the end of Apartments. Somewhere around there. Oops. Select everything, drag it down. What is the next thing? End of Hospital. Hospital is a big variable. See, look, my end of Hospital is almost exactly the same as Funky Orange's. Now, I don't know whether my luck was better than his or not. My hospital is actually faster than Funky Orange's. That's crazy. But I bet you it's because wait. What is his? Where did I call? No, I called the end of his at the spiral staircase. So no, it's not actually. It needs to be the end of the spiral staircase. Oh my god. Yeah, so nowhere near him. Actually, it looks kind of the same as the gap has been the whole time. I got excited there for a second. I was like, haha, I beat you, Funky Orange. No, I did not. So, this is Wallman 3. This is going through that door. Did I include the steps again, didn't I? Yeah, I started at here, so well, just before that. There, somewhere around there. Do. Welcome to Lazy Town. So that's Forest 2. That's dropping off the doll parts. Oh no, there's a staircase here too. But I did do it on the door of the staircase. Like that. Welcome to anyone who's joined, by the way. You're watching a man's slow descent into madness through video editing. Basically, I want to compare my 28th in the world with the second in the world and see what it is I'm kind of doing wrong. Ideally on a room-by-room basis, or at the very least... Oh wow, my Water Prison 2 is much longer. Much longer. See, this is the stuff. This is the stuff I'm going to find out. This is the most useful information to me. Look how much longer my Water Prison is, my Water Prison 2. That is easily far longer. It's the longest section. It's the longest section that's longer than Funky Oranges so far, I think. Yeah, look at it. You can see it. Look at this. Look at this chunk just here. Can you guys see that? I know the screen's very small for you. I apologize, but yeah. Look at that chunk. So, this is Building World 2. Up to the One Truth. There it is. Nice. So, One Truth. I can't remember what my luck was like on this One Truth. Not great, but not bad either. Oh, it was one of the first two. Is that right? Or have I run to the other end? I've run to the other end, so it was in the first 4. That's not a bad One Truth. That's... To get it in the first 4 is fairly good, I would say. I would say. So, drag this bit out. We are looking for unlocking my front door, which is this one. This feels fast. This feels fast, huh? Cute. Right. Just drag this out a bit longer. Right, so what was my next cutoff? It's the final boss, right? Yeah, consider, especially this hole, going through this one. Something like that. So drag that forward, pull this over. And then I've cut it as the screen's fading to black after killing Walter, right? So you can see here, again, my Walter fight is not that much shorter, not that much longer than Funky Oranges. I'll be interested to see what they do differently. So we've got results screen. It's a new PB. 5507. Let's get the result screen precisely. So the music should be in sync, right? It's a new PB. 5507. My current PB is 56. New PB. 5507. Right, it needs to come this way a bit. No, opposite way. It needs to go this way a bit. It's a new PB. It's a new PB. It's a new PB. Not that this is like the least important screen for it to be in sync, but it's a new PB. The least important. It's a new PB. That's good enough. Right, we'll take that. Okay. And we can lose this bit as well. We don't need this. It's a new PB thing. 5507. My 4548 is his. Right. Okay. Okay. Hang on 1 second. Got a text. Right, okay. I'm hearing the rumblings of maybe there should be a run coming soon from my critics. People want to watch you run the game. They didn't tune in to see your science project, nerd. Well, can humor me for just a few more minutes, and then we'll jump into another run, okay? But I just want to see. Let's look at the water. What was the worst offender? It was building 2, wasn't it? Is it building 2? No, this is subway 2. That's pretty big. But yeah, here's the main offender. Water prison 2. I want to see what they do in water prison 2. Let's just look at water prison 2 because it's clearly the biggest discrepancy, yeah? So let's watch them side by side. In fact, I don't think audio is important for either, but we'll have my audio. No, we'll have both. We'll have both audio. What? I've cut it in the wrong place. I think she's with me. That would explain the discrepancy. Hang on. I've cut this in the wrong place. There it is. That's the start of it. So actually, it's not as big a discrepancy as I thought. It's still there, but it's kind of the same as all the others. All right, so what I'm gonna leave this for now, okay? But between now and the next stream, what I will do is I will break this down room by room. I will continue the edit room by room, so that I can tell exactly what's going wrong in each and every room. But just for the purposes of humoring me, I just want to see what it looks like when you watch us go off at the same time. So, right, we are going to start. So, from the start again. I'm going to remember to wait for the Cynthia despawn sound because that's what undid the last run. Okay. So look, you can see the same sounds here on the audio. So we're just going to pull this one in, and we're going to line this sound. See these sounds? I think these sounds are the same. So we're going to line them up. And if I make that a bit fatter for you. Like that. You can see these are the same sounds. See they're the same sounds? Roughly. So, faster movement to the face and faster movement away. To be expected. Get the hell out of there. my cutscene loaded a bit slower. Skip the phone cutscene. He walks out really quickly and turns around. Down the hallway. Check the chest. Then goes to the fridge. Then goes to the front door. Skip the doors. Right. Cutscenes. Goes back into the bedroom for the window. Get the chocolate milk. It stays cold because Henry has it's really, really chilly. This cutscene, by the way, doesn't affect in-game timer, so Devonlass, so will I this time. Yes, there is a new Elden Ring trailer. It's dropped right in the middle of my stream, which is just totally inconsiderate. And I'm blabbering
I'm
on
going to
about
be having
nothing.
words with From Software.
But yeah, you can see. So it looks like it's just going to be a case of minute differences. I'm just going to line up these tunnels. Because the tunnel is like... the tunnel is something I feel like I'm consistently doing wrong. So we're just going to pull him up to my tunnel and watch these side by side. Yeah, look at my movement. My movement compared to his is just completely slower. Oh, Devonlass, you mean you're going to be counting the valve turns with me, right? And listening for the Cynthia Despawn sound? Yes. Your support is necessary. Thank you. The sound... I'm not too far behind, but...
it's kind of like this.
I'm enough.
It's kind of like slightly erotic.
But I lose a second.
Mixed with like a squelchy, like stepping on a bug kind of.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break these down by every single room, so that we can see in every single room what it is that I'm doing wrong compared to the world record or the previous world record. But for now, I understand. I appreciate it's not fun to watch me do this, so we'll leave this for now. Okay. But you watch out, world. I'm going to do the scientific. I'm going to do the science, okay? I'm going to do all of the science and use the science to work out how to become reigning champ. Yeah, like that's going to happen. But yeah, let me get this saved and we will shut this for now. We'll come back to this at another date. Yeah, science, bitches. Oh, hang on. Wait, I've got to turn over to the other screen. So let me just do that. Bam, there we go. Get all my windows open and hop back to the game. All right. Does anyone want to change the color of the blood? You have red, green, or purple. What's it going to be? Green. It's green. We have green blood. All of us do. All right, let's go again. I've just opened options like an idiot. All right, let's go again. Let's go again. Load. So what was my last time? It was a 57.58. And the sum of best on these splits is 54.07. Really? I guess what you're not going to see is you're not going to see the minute... because the last one was per room, I could make savings on every single room, and those savings would add up to be less than 50 minutes. But here, you can only make savings on the actual level end. So, I'm losing time, I'm gaining time, I'm losing time, I'm gaining time. That's why it's so different to my previous sum of bests. But a sum of bests that's only a minute faster than my PB is pretty cool. So let's see if we can push that down a bit further. All right, let's go. I like Silent Hill. You like Silent Hill. We like Silent Hill. So, he comes straight to the case, and then he goes to the fridge. So we'll do fridge next. Gets the milk, then comes out here, then sets off the front door. Oof. Looks like it might be... Oh, it was a bit faster on the nightmare. So what are they doing with the movement in this tunnel? Maybe they're just tapping it faster than I am? Really hard to tell what is faster through here. I'm just going to aim for efficiency. To be as efficient as possible. Yikes. This feels quick.
Where did you go?
My lovely.
Hurry, save me.
If you need a token, there's one here. Okay. We didn't save any time on room 302, by the way. Oh well. Oh, no, but we kept our lead going. We lost a bit of it. Let's just aim for efficiency. Efficiency wherever possible. Ooh, that was good movement. For me, that was good. Right, as soon as the camera angle changes, hold left. Nope. A little bit too early. God damn that camera angle change. I hate it so much. It screws me over every time. So we go straight through. I know these trains like the back of my hand. Fuck's sake. Less southern accents, more efficiency. Hey, you ain't the boss of me. It's really hard to tell exactly how much speed you lose by being stuck on stuff. went not great as well. So much so I gave up on the bullets and came back. Oh well. I'm probably not going to have as good a time with this pupper as I did last time as well. Last time he didn't get me. There he is.
Come to the turnstile. Henry, I found the exit. Come to the turnstile. Hurry! Hurry!
Ooh, nice try, pupper. Damn it. Oh, second hit. What a dick munch. This has been a not great war, man. Oh, we're still doing okay time-wise, though. Not great, but okay. Don't let the busters down. Get you down. It's never fit anything more aptly than the war, man. It's very true. Quite literally. Quit yapping and move already. Wow, we did that so fast. We didn't even get quit yapping. Awoo with me. Awoo. Right, don't let the bugs get you down. Once. Twice. 3 times a Henry. Once. I can hear the awoos from downstairs. But we got 6 bug hits, so I can't be too happy. I can hear awoos from downstairs. I hear your awoos. Your awoos are acknowledged. Right, in here we go to the left. Through we go. God, it is hot as balls in here. Pumpkin Blade stole the fan last night and hasn't brought it back. When you steal something, you must return it. But I'll manage. Hopefully the sun has gone down now. No, it's okay. It's okay. So in a minute I can open the blinds, because the blinds let in too much light when the sun is up. But now it's gone down. Maybe I can get some breeze through the blinds. I will, next time I get a chance to stop for a second, I will, have a little look and see. Ooh. What was that? I really hope the 31st is cold and rainy. Not only because it might mean more people are watching the marathon. Oh, let me go! Dick. But also because it might be a bit cooler. So I can have the window open and there won't be any noise. Just the sound of rain falling. Okay. Right, dump the key, come back. Off we go. Down the hill. Back through Hell Room. Yikes. I was not avoiding that one. Or that one. They're hungry puppets. Case. Okay, we need that key back. I can actually pause when we're on the we're on that book. Oh, this is not too bad. This is still kind of PB pace. So when I look at this book, I can pause here for a sec because the timer's paused. So I'm just going to open the blinds. Yeah, there's still some light coming in from outside, but it's a lot better now. So maybe I'll get a bit of a breeze. Who knows? I hope. It is so hot in here. All right, let's go. Wah. Rip Jasper. All right, let's go for super efficiency in here. Let's be hyper tight. Let's go. Oh, that breeze. I can feel it. It's heaven. Almost heaven. Silent Hill. Shit gets rusty. Doors are all locked. I'm collecting keys for a door. Turn the valve 4 times and open up the floor. Silent Hill makes me ill. I need to come up with a whole parody there. I've got the beginnings there. That's got promise, and that's not just a Silent Hill 2 joke. It's got promise. I can feel the start of something there. The madness, yes. Let the madness begin. You kind of need a bit of the madness, though. That kind of helps with the speed running. Not just like because it makes you kind of like on edge, but also the kind of the nervous energy. You've got to use the nervous energy. It's kind of like this thing. Speed running, especially when you're on a PB pace, it's like riding a really slippery snake. Exactly. Yeah, no, we all like a little bit of crazy. But, yeah. Riding a PB is like riding a slippery snake. And you can't let go of that thing. But it's wriggling all over the place and it's trying to get rid of you. And you kind of got to hold on for dear life. I think my analogy kind of works. Silent Hill makes me ill. Turn the valve. Feel the thrill. Walter Sullivan is a fucking mulligan. I don't know what that is. 21 sacraments. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did it. It was me. Get the fucking ladder, please. I feel like efficiency has gone out the window now, unfortunately. I think it was the Country Roads parody that kind of derailed everything. So, door number 4. Ignore him. Right, here you hold left. Bam. Oh! Welcome, raiders. Let me just get through these doors and then I'll be right with you. Thank you. Falling fish for the raid. Oh my god. You legend. How are you? How is Days Gone? Welcome, everybody. So I'm speedrunning Silent Hill 4. We've got to go fast, okay? That's the rules. The rules say we've got to go fast. Now, I'm still riding a kind of a lead at the moment, but this is not completely accurate to my PB. My PB in this game is 5507. I'm 28th in the world. I'm derusting for Flintstock 2 next week. Hello, my name is Garlips. I like to play games fast. Excellent. So, I'm derusting basically. I'm playing this game called Silent Hill 4. There's a really strange man called Walt Sullivan. He's killing everybody. And we're just trying to make sense of it by collecting keys and opening doors. Also running down lots of staircases. So, you'll see lots of staircases. We are in Building World 1. If you've ever played this game casually, the speedrun kind of destroys this game a little bit. I mean, there's not an awful lot of skips, but the skips that exist will make you feel sick. For all the shit you went through when you played the game originally. But yeah, welcome raiders, thanks for joining me. Hope you stick around. So we are currently in Building World 1. We're just going down now to the pet shop. We need a key from the pet shop. But there are at least, I think there are 3, maybe 4 dogs in there. They're very hungry puppers. They are very hungry. No one's fed them in a long time. So we're going to try to avoid them as best we can. Ooh, that was nice. That one went zoomies. So did that one. Whoa! Okay, that was pretty good pet shop. We didn't get munched. But they sure as hell tried. They were zooming all over the place. This key opens up the next door that we need, so we can just hurry on through. Which way are we going now? Down these stairs. You'll be glad to know we really don't kill an awful lot of enemies in this run. We just, we run away. It's what we do. We're kind of a pacifist in that regard. Although there are a couple of enemies we do have to kill. You have to kill to get past them. I'll point them out as we go. But certainly the first half of the game, you don't need to kill anything. You just run. Henry will have no genes left. Or inner thighs. They'll just be destroyed. He should have brought his tracky bottoms. So, we only want to get hit twice here. That's good. So, run through this corridor. This guy likes to jump. Yeah, there he is. The dog got me last time this evening. But, yep, looks like we're good now. This room is also very clustered. Sorry, it's just Pumpkin Blades in the chat is doing some awoos downstairs. The neighbors are going to think we've actually got a fucking dog. It's it's going to be bad. Ah, yes, no, we don't have a dog. We're just insane. Nice to talk to you, by the way. So, we're almost done with Building World 1. This is... there's a cutscene skip in here I'm going to try and get. This code is 3750. So, if I get the cutscene skip, you'll know, because I'll keep running during the cutscene. I got it! And I ran into a wall. Amazing. This section takes a long time, so maybe I will talk you through. Welcome to my channel. My name is Garlips. I like playing games that are hard. I like playing speedruns. I also like horror games predominantly. So tomorrow, for instance, is going to be the Friday night horror show. I've never actually played Outlast more than 10 minutes when I got it back in, I don't know, whenever it was released, 2016, 2014, I can't remember. But, so I'm going to play Outlast tomorrow evening. It's going to be very spooky, very scary. Next week, I'm going to be doing lots of Silent Hill 4 because I need to de-rust for the marathon next weekend that I mentioned, Flintstock 2. Please support that marathon if you can because it's for a great cause. But also, Garlips guy, this guy called Garlips is going to be running, so drop by, say hello if you can. Yeah, I've never actually played Outlast properly. Can you believe it? I play horror games. I guess because it's all kind of like night vision and scary boo, it put me off. Yeah, I should be too afraid to play it, but guess what? I'm gonna. Ooh, we added to our lead. I'm going to try my best to be brave. I played a game earlier this year called Devotion, which was very scary, and it was actually kind of fun to be scared. So I'm kind of looking forward to being scared. Hopefully, if Outlast. Its reputation precedes it. But yeah, that's going to be tomorrow evening from 7 till 11. It's part of the Friday night horror show, so I'm going to be doing Friday night spooky games from now on. Speedruns are probably going to be Thursdays, although next week is going to be special conditions because we're going to be doing the Silent Hill 4 de-rusting. I mean, I say de-rusting, I've already done a run this evening, and that run ended only 2 minutes off my PB. So, I don't know how much de-rusting is going to be required, but I want to do my best on the marathon, so I'm probably just going to put the time in, just to see if I can improve. So, we're in the superintendent's office, we want his keys. Now, if you come here casually, if you're playing this game casually, you'll probably, like, check all of these apartment buildings, and it will take forever. But in this speedrun, we only need to check one room, apart from the superintendent's office, of course. And it's 102. 102 has got this note that we need. Doggy goes woof. Yeah, we missed you, Doggy. So, we need this piece of paper in this fridge. It's the only piece of paper we need. It tells us where the key is that we need to unlock Eileen's door. Eileen is our neighbour. We're very worried about her. She's been in there a long time. She's not come out. What are you doing? He's just going for a little run. Bless him. So, with that little piece of paper, we head up to our front door and post it to ourselves. The US Postal Service has got a lot to answer for if we're posting our own post. It's a bit disgraceful in this day and age, but there you go. So, with your post equipped, come up to your front door. That's Eileen's door, by the way. So, post the post. Off down the corridor. We need to go through the hole to get back to our apartment. Through the hole. Skip the cutscene. You don't even see my bedroom. I moved through it too quickly. We want this red piece of paper. I've got the white piece. It's okay. It's fine. It just adds a couple seconds. Okay. Now that we've seen this piece of paper, we can check for the key in our bedroom. Should be along the side of the bed. By the way, this game is timed by in-game timer. Wrong way. So, there are certain screens where you might find me pausing for a second. That's okay. That's because those are screens that don't actually add to the in-game timer. You can take a little breather there, I guess. Eileen likes to scream. That's her favourite thing to do, isn't it, Eileen? Yeah, she loves it. And we are done with Building World. We lost. Oh, we gained some time. You know what? That was probably the extra white note and the going the wrong way by accident. So, we use our talisman card. Once you use the Pokemon card, you put your shinies in. Shiny red, shiny yellow, shiny purple, shiny green. And you make a portal. Portal to hospital. So off we go. Now the hospital, it has, upstairs in the hospital, there are 20 rooms. These rooms are randomized every time, okay? So there's a corridor with 10 rooms on the left, 10 rooms on the right. And, we need 2 specific rooms. And the game will roll the dice and tell us how close we are to getting them first time. So, an L1, R1 would be getting the rooms we need in L1, the first room on the left, and R1, the first room on the right. So this is L1. That's the room I need! Holy shit, that's an L1! I need to pay attention. So I can use my key on these doors to check which door is the other door I need. So I don't even need to go into them, I can just use the key on them. The other... Oh, there it is. Wow, good hospital. Great hospital. It was almost an L1R1. It's more like an L1R something. I don't know what it was. So we are now looking after Eileen. No, knew she didn't come through with me. Don't know why I went through the door. Come on, Eileen. Eileen, you're starting to piss me off. Yeah, so the L1 is probably, like, ruined now. It still caught me off guard, though. Right. So we need to go back and get a key. Our apartment is now, has the possibility of being haunted, which is not cool. Kind of hurts if you walk into a haunted area, so we kind of want to avoid that as much as possible. But it is, again, it's just RNG whether you get it or not. So we head back to the hospital with our key. Can't believe I got an L1 with all you guys watching. That's incredible. There she is. Good. Oof. Come on, Eileen, you can do it. Come on. Come on. Right, she's just being rubbish today. So, yeah, look. We did it a second faster. So even though we had really good luck in the hospital, because Eileen was a bit of an annoying person, a bit of a dum-dum, we actually only gained a second, despite the great luck. That can happen sometimes. This game has got just, I feel, just the right amount of randomness, but at the same time, there's a lot about it that isn't random. So you kind of got that spice in there where one run could be the run, you know? But you just because you get good luck doesn't mean you'll get a good time, and vice versa. I can already tell Eileen's going to give me trouble on this run. So we're going to wait for her here. She should be just catching me up. There she is. Right, we need to go home without her. So what we need to do is we need to get ahead of her and get into this toilet door. We need to head back home to pick up another key. This game likes to basically just put keys under the front door that you have to go home and get every so often. And you can't pick them up beforehand. You have to trigger the next bit of the game and then go back home. My windows are haunted. That's what that sound was. So, we're heading back with this key now. We have our tokens ready. Eileen should be just behind us, catching us up. We run through into this room. Skip this cutscene. Go through this turnstile. But I think Eileen's with me. No, she isn't. Excellent. Right, we have to wait for Cynthia to despawn. There's a noise that Cynthia makes when she despawns. Go on, Cynthia. Despawn. Despawn. That's the despawn noise. You have to wait for that because otherwise you're leaving Eileen in a room with a ghost and she will get, she will get brutalized, basically. The ghost will beat her up. So we really don't want that to happen. So we wait for the despawn. Now we know that we can leave Eileen in that room and she won't get damaged. Where am I? Fucking stuck on the geometry again. So, we now got a dirty token. We have to head home to wash this token. So, the nearest hole that kind of suits us is the one down here. We unlocked this room the first time we came through the subway. Now we can go through this hole. While we're home, we're also going to drop off everything we don't need because we need to make room in our inventory. This being the first Silent Hill game that has a limited inventory, so we dump off everything except our gun and the token. Wash the token. Through the hole. And we're on to Wallmen 2. So, Wallmen 2. The Wallmen is this section of an escalator you've got to go up and down. Anyone who's played this game before knows the Wallmen, because they are really annoying. They constantly hit you. They're very hard to dodge. What we're going to do is we're going to kill 2 of them, so that when we come past with Eileen, she's less likely to get hit. So, oops, stuck on the geometry. That happens quite a bit, getting stuck on things. Watch out for the ghost. Actually, we're going to grab this health because my health is not wonderful. Right, so you can run past the first Wallman pretty easily. He's a given. You can run past him. Get up to the second one. Just about here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's dead. Come up to the next one. Just about here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just making sure that bullet went through. There's another guy. We avoid him. And then we run up. We want an empty gun, okay? That's fine that the gun is empty. So, now we go up here, and we get the multi-pass. Cynthia's travel pass. I do want it. I do want it. I will pick it up. I promise. Right. We can come through the turnstile with this. And then we want to head down here. If Eileen is with us, it's no biggie. She is with us. Okay. So we head down here. Get this token equipped. Get the murder scene key. Come on, Eileen. Come on, Eileen. What the fuck are you doing, Eileen? Oh my god. I knew she was going to give me trouble this time. From the start of the hospital, it's just... She has been a pain in the ass. You just know it sometimes. You just know. You just know. And I just knew. Right. Head over here. Don't forget the train handle. Very important. Right, we now have to go through Warmen with Eileen. But we've killed 2 of them. And you're saying to me, wait a minute, Garlips. You killed them on the wrong side. No, I didn't. We're going down the wrong side. So, we need to avoid the 4th one and the 1st one. So, the 4th one is pretty... There he is. Ah, he got me. And he got Eileen. Wonderful. The day never stops giving. We killed 2 of them, so we can actually run quite far down this escalator. On we go. We're coming up on the last one. Where are you? There he is. Get past him. Didn't go too badly. Eileen got hit once, I got hit once. Not so bad. Right. Make sure you get past Cynthia. She likes to grab. Use the train handle. Get down here. You might be saying to me, Garlips, why aren't we picking up that sword? Trust me, we don't need it. Come on, Eileen. Oh, look at the time. Look at the time. Oh. We lost our lead. It's all Eileen's fault. I don't want to say now, but it's all Eileen's fault. This is all Eileen's fault. Right, so we're running down the spiral staircase. The way I'm running is very specific. I move to the right every so often to make sure she doesn't get caught on the spiral. If she gets caught on the inside of the spiral, she does this weird thing where she moves to the right. She does a side step, and it just takes time. Okay, we're in Forest 2. So we're picking up this torch over here. We need it to be able to see into the wells to pick up the doll pieces. We've got to collect 5, 6 doll pieces, something like that. So, equip, light, off we go. Here's the first doll piece. Real easy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get to the main area in this forest and leave Eileen there so that she doesn't get hurt. Ooh, they were going to hit me again then. Right. So this room we leave Eileen in so that she's nice and safe. Through this door. I think there's 1 doll piece at the end of this track. Yeah, 1. Bugs are just going to get you. They're RNG. You have no control over it, really. There's Walter Sullivan. He's a bit of a dick. Ah! So, pick up this bullet. It's important. Silver bullets down ghosts. We're going to need it later on in the water prison. Light your torch here. Grab this doll part. Grab this doll part. And then we're going to do an equipping trick. So, equip your gun as you're going through the door. Then, this is why we wanted the gun empty. Because you equip this bullet going through the door. And then, oh, hello. And then, going through this door, we equip the torch. Oof. And back. Now we're back to our equipment, but we've got that silver bullet loaded in the gun. Just saves an item slot, which is really important in Forest 2. So, back in here, make sure you run so you do not get caught by Eileen. She stays behind, we move on. We're just making our way downtown. Skip this cutscene. I seem to like to hug Jasper here. Yeah, there it is. So, I don't know how to avoid hugging him like that. Anyway, head through all this area. That chainsaw is a new Game Plus item. It's banned on this category, but it's not like we would use it anyway. It just wouldn't come in useful. Up here around the ghost. Beware of more ghosts. There are plenty around. Up this pathway. And then do not forget, very important, to light your torch right here. Like this. Because in the next room is another well. Which is right here. So we've got our doll part. And we head back. Watch out for these jokers. Excuse me. Don't be worried if your torch goes out about now. Because we're going to light it again before we get to the next well. Health-wise, we're doing grand, so we don't have to worry about that. Really wish there was some kind of like logic to avoiding these bugs. There really isn't. Light the torch. In here is the other well. It's just here by the entrance. Let's grab this. I really like to press no today. It's like I'm having a yes day or a no day. I'm hitting no quite often. Okay, in we go. Eileen will try to catch up with us once again, but we are just going to run straight ahead. The last doll part is just up here. In fact, it's on our right, but we can't get it yet because our torch isn't lit. We're going to get it on the way back. So we've got to come up here anyway to get a cutscene. But before the cutscene, we will grab this pickaxe. This is the strongest melee item in the game. We're going to be using this to kill the final boss. In here, there's a health item. I usually grab it. I don't need it today, but you know what? I'm just going to grab it anyway. Skip the cutscene, grab the medallion. It's a no kind of day. I'm pressing no. Light this torch. And then back through here. Ignore these ghosts. They're just really unhappy to be ghosts. And I think, to be honest, most of us would be. If we were in their sheets, we would be unhappy as ghosts. Anyway, we have all the doll parts now. So we can make our very own Slipknot member. Oops. Try and climb the ramp, Henry. Let's make our own Slipknot member. There they go. Skip the cutscene. Down we go. Eileen is looking pretty beat up. This is not good. But she's not limping yet. That's usually the difference. If she's limping, we're having a hard time. We're back up. Oh no. We've cut some of the, we were behind. We've cut some of that behindness.
Wake up! Oh.
No, no mummy. Move. Yeah, this is going to be worse than my previous run today. Because Eileen has decided to be a pain. You always were a thorn in my side, Eileen. Are you fucking with me? Seriously. Run, woman. Run. I don't care that you brought heels. You should have brought trainers. I'm sorry. Yikes. So, round the corner. Where are you, Eileen? Come on. She's just being a pain today. How did she even get hit in there? Was it I bumped her? Oh, she's being a pain. She was so good first run. So we're gonna kill bugs while we wait for her. It's the noble thing to do. It's the chivalrous thing to do. Come on then, you utter dick. Where's the other one? There was another bug. I missed it. There it is. Come on, you piece of shit. Oh my god. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. At least I'm bringing my sum of best down. We had a little slip up with Eileen on the first run that we're not going to do here, so maybe we can make up for some of those mistakes. I doubt it though. Right, run. Run, Eileen. Run.
I'm getting tired.
Oh, you're getting tired. I downed a Red Bull. I'm fine. So what we did there is we nudged Eileen so that we deliberately left her in that room. She's safe in there, so leaving her there is a good idea. Much like the subway world where we left her in that room by herself. So we can now go downstairs and get the shirt that we need. Skip. And skip. This shirt is in here. This is the one we want. Around the corner. We don't need any health. We're good. We're good. No stopping for the health. We will grab this health though, because this one is quite good for after all of those enemies. Alright, please don't have a haunted house. We're good, we're good. So we won't stop for the medallion. We'll be fine. We need our sword. Very important. We're about to hunt a ghost. Get rid of the torch. Bam. Of course I wanted to look at that, Henry. Of course I wanted to look at that, Henry. Didn't want to go through the hole at all. Why would I want to do that? Honestly, why would I want to go through a hole? Right. Equip my gun. Off we go. So, this is Andrew. He's a ghost now. Which is fine, because he was a bit of a dick anyway. We're just clearing a path for Eileen, by the way. And then we use the sword to pin him down. And that is how you get the key. Oh, come on, Eileen. Really? She's being a real spoilsport today. Well, not even today. I did a run earlier this evening. It was much better. She was much better. Right. Okay. So, this control room can be a bit of a pain. I find having a full clip helps wonders. Through we go. So, get your pistol ready. Oh, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. We're just going to run for the end and hope for the best. Oh, for the first time, Eileen, you did something good. Yeah, look. We're up 11 seconds. This is not the run. This is not the run. I mean, we could get an amazing one truth. That's still a possibility, because the last one truth was really bad. I think it was the 11th out of 12, wasn't it? I think it was the 11th one truth out of 12 that was the correct one. So, if we get a first time one truth, we could lose a minute. It's still not going to be a PB, but you know what? Fine, whatever. It would be a PB for today. Think about it that way. A PB for today. Nice, she came with me too. Alright, Eileen, maybe you're not so bad. I pick up these bullets. If you've ever played this level casually, you're going to be amazed by this. This will be magic to you. Except I didn't nudge her. Why didn't you nudge? There's the nudge. By leaving Eileen on her own in there, and then coming down here, she will find a way to teleport through a fence. Don't ask me how she does it. It's magic. You never ask a woman these things. So, we just head into here, and then you will be amazed as the magical walking Eileen appears. There she is. And we have skipped all of Building 2. Like, quite a substantial amount of Building 2 has been skipped. I love Eileen Skip. The day I found Eileen Skip, I was a happy lad. Oh, wheelchaired. She close enough? Yes. Stuck to the stairs. Wonderful. Is she with me? Denied. Riot room. Billiards room. Come on, Eileen. taking the piss now. So the code here is 4890. Down the stairs we go. We're just hoping that the bugs attack me and Eileen as little as possible. But if they've got to attack someone, that they attack me. As opposed to Eileen. Because Eileen will slow down. I'll slow down too if I get hit by bugs. But, I'm still faster than Eileen, so... You get down to the bottom. Then you hold off the bugs while you wait for Eileen. And then you go through to the One Truth boss. So I'll just explain One Truth. There are 12 enemies. One of them is the real enemy, right? The rest are just copies. So that's why it's called the One Truth. You've got to find which one is the One Truth. The only way you'll know the One Truth is when you hit the One Truth, all of the enemies take damage. Okay? That's how it works. Get this health, please. Oh, door. No. Come back.
Oh, no.
Okay, One Truth. Please be the first time One Truth, then. No, it's not one of those. Not that one. Great. This is just wonderful. Not that one, not that one. I'm trying to remember exactly which ones I've hit and which ones I haven't. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, fuck off. What is that one doing? That one's stuck. I've never seen that happen before. That one's stuck on the wall. Not that one. So it's on the other side then. It's one of these middle ones, right? I fucking hate this boss. And look at that. If I'd still killed it in all this time, I would be riding a lead. I said, it's got to be this one, right? It is. See how they all move? There we go. Yikes. Well, that sucked. It's alright. This run exists to remind me that I could still have, on the day, very bad One Truth luck. The hospital luck was insane. That's the second time in my life I've got an L1. And instead of an L1, like, the best I've ever had is an L1 R3. That was an L1 L6, something like that. L1 L5, maybe. I'd have to watch it back to know. That's probably the second best hospital I've ever had then. But when you get an L1, oh my god. The butterflies in the stomach happen. Where are we at, by the way? It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 past 10. This run is probably going to go another 10 minutes. So what we're probably going to do then is we're going to take a look at the I've been comparing my PB with the second in the world in Adobe Premiere. I might do a bit more of that and then stop because I'm not got another run in me tonight. No siree, Bob. So we need to read all this shit. It's very important. It adds lore to the game, so of course we skip it as quickly as possible. Right, head up here in this room. Grab these notes. You don't need all 4, just the 3 closest to the left-hand side of the room. Skip that. Get this one. Skip, skip, skip. Come back in here, get this cutscene. Skip the cutscene. Come back up here, get this pickaxe. Yeah, see, look how far behind I am. So we use the pickaxe on the wall. Unlocks the door. We skip the cutscene. Look at Walter. Get the front door keys. Out we go. Oh god, I've never had that cat one ever while speedrunning before. It's the first time I've had the cat one. You know, where you can just hear it going, meow. It's not pleasant. Right, in this section, by the way, if you're confused, we don't actually have to keep Eileen with us, we can run away. So, that was actually the fastest I've done room 302 in the past on these splits. Interesting. Yikes. They can backhand. Yeah, that backhand is brutal. Brutal. I predict this run is going to be about an hour long. All things considered in the end. Maybe even an hour flat. Should we go for an hour flat? That's my prediction. Dad. Hey, Dad. I can't see your face. So, we need to find these 6 things by clicking on them and then leaving. There is 6 of them. 1, 2, 3 in here. Fourth one in here. Also in the center of the room. Yikes. 5th one at the end of the corridor. Ignore this thing. Grab that. And then in this door. It's down here on the side. Turn right. And all these things, they can hit you, but it happens very rarely. Come back through here for a cutscene. Skip the cutscene. Then you need Eileen to follow you through this door. Very important, because you can't access this door without Eileen. Come down here, grab the umbilical cord. If you've never played Silent Hill 4 before and you're wondering why the hell we have an umbilical cord, it's a long story. Go play the game. You'll enjoy it. It's a good game. But the lore is pretty fucking crazy, so I haven't possibly got enough time to explain. This guy called Walter Sullivan, he's a bad dude. He killed like 19 people. He's tried to kill 21 people. And he's trying to bring his mum back. He thinks his mum is my apartment room, which is really funny because I rent his mum for about $300 per calendar month. But yeah, he's a bit fucked up, and we need the umbilical cord to fight him because he's doing some kind of weird ritual to try and bring his mum back. So, like, this whole rat run of rooms, we're literally doing the reverse of the route we came down. You've got to do the exact reverse to get back up. So, it's just a case of, like, playing it lots of times to know instinctively which direction you're taking coming out of a door. This is the final boss. We'll get a full heal before the final boss for free. Don't know why, but you get a full heal. So, let's do the final boss. So 5.5 minutes, 55 minutes, and it's going to take about 3 minutes to kill the boss. So actually, we might come in under an hour. Should we call it 59 minutes? I think even 59 is too much. It's probably going to be something like 58:40. Let's go 58:40. So, final boss. Use the umbilical cord. Yes, you can, Henry. Believe. Using the umbilical cord unlocks all of these spears. There are 4 on the left, 4 on the right. That's why you come to this boss with 4 slots, or 3 slots and the umbilical cord. Because that way, you can pick up all of the spears on one side before using them. It's very handy. I don't know if we're going to save Eileen or not. She looks pretty fucked up. But we might do it. So, ram these spears home. You need to put all 8 in before Walter becomes vulnerable, before you can hit him. He's immortal until you do this. So, there's the first 4. Yikes. Grab that. He's going to do a teleport. Oh, zoomy zoom. He did his sonic spinball attack. It's not fun when he does that. Wow, I just noticed his eyes are red. That's awesome. So gnarly. Grab the 4th spear. Yeah, I think Eileen's going to die. She could live. It could happen. Oh, he got me twice with that. You fucker. We just subtly equipped the pickaxe, by the way. Ignore my splits as well. My splits think that I've finished the game, but I haven't. We're going to try and get him up against the blood pool. Boom. We want him up against a wall, basically. Here we go. We should be good for the final boss now. We just keep hammering that left click, and we'll always beat him to the punch. We might save Eileen. It could happen. We've saved Eileen. Did not think that was going to happen. So, skip the credits. What, skip the ending cutscene? Skip the credits. 58:24. It's alright. It's fine. It's... I'm consistent, okay? Usually I come in under an hour. So I can kind of... It's not that I can rely Like, I don't want to become complacent, but I can kind of rely on the fact that I'm going to come in under an hour, which means that my estimate of, I think, an hour 10, hour 20 of real time is spot on. Thank you, Pumpkin Blades. Yeah, it's nothing amazing. Like, it's better. I mean, obviously, there were times when I was... Look at these save files. 104, 102, 10. Right? I saved every time I got a PB. So you can see here, I'm coming in nearly 6 minutes under. Like, my best PB on... My first PB on PC. 6 minutes under. So, I mean, it's not like I suck. Thank you, Falling Fish. It's not that I suck. I am fairly... what's the word? I'm fairly consistent. The problem is I am fairly consistent but I've kind of plateaued. I'm not getting any better, if that makes sense. And that's the frustrating thing. That 5507, I must have run 5 or 6 times, no, more than 6, like 8 times since then, maybe even more. And yeah, I just can't touch it. I can't touch the 5507. So what we're going to do is we're going to quit the game. I was scheduled to run until 11, but I haven't got enough time to get another run in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit the game. First off, we're going to save these splits. So let me just save these. I don't want to save the splits themselves. I just want to... what was the final time, by the way? 58:24? I can't remember what the final time was. But if I reset these and save the updated times... was anyone paying attention? What did I just get? Was it a 58:24? I think it was, wasn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to update this to 58:24. There. So that the split is okay, because otherwise, like, it will tell me that my best segment was 6 seconds, which is just not right, and I don't want it to save that because it will fuck up my splits. So my best time on that was 2:46:23. I don't want it, like, lying. Cool. Okay. Right. Let's just switch over. I'll switch over to just chatting for just 1 second while I close my live split. Okay, that should be all saved. Right. What I'm going to do then is I'm just going to open up Adobe Premiere again and do my forensic analysis. My super smart forensic analysis. So let's hop over here. Right, you should be able to see Premiere. So what we've got here is we've got the second place in the world. Some people who were here from earlier on, they will recognize what they're looking at because they saw it earlier. We've got the second in the world, Funky Oranges run. I think it's a 45:48. Yeah, it says up there in the top, 45:48. And we've got my PB, which is a 28th in the world. It's 55:07. So what I've done is I've gone through the game and I've lined up the start. Oh, don't know why those are on that line. Let's move them up. No, there we go. So what I've done is I've taken each world of the game and I've separated them out so that I can watch side by side to see what is going on with the run, my run compared to his run. So I can literally go room by room and have a look. So rather than finish the stream now, because I've still got about 40 minutes left on the stream, it's not enough time to do a run. But it is enough time to do a little bit of forensic analysis. So please just humour your old pal Garlips as we do a bit more forensic analysis before we finish the stream. So what we're going to do is we're going to line up the start again. So you can see here, that time is the start of the piano at the very first cutscene. So I just need to bring this a little bit more in line. If we head down to this size. So you can see here, this sound file is the same, this sound wave is the same as this one. So we just want to bring them in sync a bit more. No, one more this way. That's as close as they're going to be. Look, you can see, if you listen closely now, you'll hear 2 bits of piano. It's kind of hard to tell. But we're in sync there. So you can see he's already through the door quicker than I am, which is upsetting. I don't know how he's doing that. But what we're going to do is we're going to break this down room by room, okay? So that I can tell in each room what I'm doing wrong. That's the idea anyway. So we're just going to break up some of these rooms. Let's move that way for a second. Move it a bit more. So this should be just the nightmare and then room 302. So get the hell out of there. That's the so you can see my FMV is loading much later than his. I wonder why that's happening. Anyway, so let's look. It loads in and he's already looking at the phone. That's incredible. So you see me load in. I am starting to look at the phone, to be fair. I got there about the same as him, actually. So what we'll do is we'll look for the first frame. We'll look for the first frame of visibility on his screen. So the first frame of visibility is when that thing starts to load in. You see the item thing? So that's the first frame. And then we'll go to when my first frame loads in. Now my video is not at 60 frames a second, it's at 25. So there are going to be some discrepancies, okay? But that's the first frame of mine. So in theory, these should now be perfectly in sync. And you can see he just gets to the phone a little bit quicker than I do. I skipped the cutscene quicker than him, which is interesting. Out the door, down the hallway, check the chest. But his movement is just better in the hallway. He goes straight to the fridge, which is something I'm going to start doing. Skip the doors. Cutscenes. Get the fridge. Yeah, see, right, so he's leaving this room here. Get the chocolate milk. Chocolate milk. And he skips this cutscene. Whoops. So let's carry on until he gets the end of this cutscene. It appears there. So get rid of that. And then on my screen, there's the first frame of mine. So that's now in sync. So what is happening here? He accesses the window. I access the window. So apologies, this is probably really boring to watch, and I apologize, but like literally, I don't know what else to do to try and work out why I suck. Or not why I suck, but how I can improve. How I can improve. Let's be positive about this. So in here, he goes for the fridge first and then the front door. That makes sense. I can see how the movement lends itself to that more than the front door. Because, like, okay, let's get super analytical about this. Let's just open up Paint. Do I have Paint? Everyone has Paint, right? Yeah. Let's open Paint. So you can see Paint, right? So if I just very basically draw the apartment. So it's kind of like this shape. You've got the corridor, which is I would say about half the length, maybe a little bit less than half. Then you've got this room. You've got utility room, bathroom, bedroom. So we just need to remove this. Come for the speed run. Stay for the scientific diagrams, my friend. Okay. So, and then what have we got here? We've got the kitchen, which kind of like takes up this space, like this, except that there's like a gap there, and then there's a thing there. Can you get? Hi, Phoenix Drive. Welcome to the stream. You've just missed 2 runs of Silent Hill 4. Neither were a PB though, so that's okay. What I'm doing is I'm just doing strats. So I'm working out strats. So you've got a TV here. You've got, well, no, that's the chest actually. You've got a chest here. You got a TV. Whoops. You got a TV. You've got your unit. I mean, this doesn't really matter because we never go into this section of the room actually ever. The cabinet is like here. There's like a thing here. Like this. And let's just remove that. So this is roughly the apartment. There's a line here. And there's there's stuff here. Like this. Something like that. So it actually makes sense, like, from a movement perspective. Have I got a brush, or is it just a pencil? No, that's right. Okay, cool. How do I change my size of brush? So you're coming out of this door. Hang on, there's a door here. There's a door here. There is a door here. This is the front door. There is a door. No, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So stay with me, guys. So you come out of this door. Your apartment has the same size. Interesting. So if you want to speed run your apartment, Phoenix Drive, here's what you got to do. So, like, when you come out in the beginning, you've got to check the chest, you've got to check the front door, and you've got to check the fridge. So what I used to do was I used to come out and check the front door. Then I would check the fridge and get the chocolate milk. Then I would come back, check the chest, and then I would come down here and check the window before returning to the hole. Well, not returning, going to the hole for the first time, right? Now, what I have been doing is I would come out of here and check the chest first, because you just need to look at it in this general direction. Then I would come up here to the front door and get that. Then I would kind of like sidestep into the kitchen. So I'm looking in this direction, but I sidestep through the gap and look at the fridge. Then I was coming back this way and going into here to look at the window over here, because that's what most speedrunners tend to do, is look at the window in the bedroom. I don't know why, must be faster. But it actually makes more sense to do what this guy's doing, which is to come out, check this, then instead of doing the front door, you do this sidestep into the kitchen, and then literally as you come out of the kitchen, you kind of just, all you need to do is look in this direction very lightly, and you'll trigger it. And then from there, you kind of like sidestep, go forward into this room. Which makes sense. So from now on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what he does, which is, so if I get this lined up, we both get to the phone about the same time. Yeah, phone cutscene. He's already out and to the chest. I'm not. I'm a bit behind. Down the hallway. But I look for the chest first as well. Then he goes to the fridge. And you see that movement. That movement was beautiful. Look at that movement. Chest straight to the fridge. Oh, so good. I've gone to the front door. But you can see here, if you look at his game up here, he goes from the fridge straight out here and then looks, like he barely even looks to the right. He just kind of sidesteps. Yeah, he sidesteps. So he comes up here and like literally you don't even see the sidestep, but he's sidestepping here into the trigger for the front door. Yeah, the door. And then once it's done and skipped, he's already out of there and back to the bedroom. And you can see here, so I'm nearly 10 seconds behind because of that change in route and because of the efficiency of movement. So if I change the route, I think I'll be able to get a bit more in line with what he's doing. But his movement is so efficient. It's nuts. I'm going to have to practice a lot. Anyway, so after you do this, these are in sync. Devon lasts so alive this time. Yes, there is a new Elden Ring trailer. It's dropped. Ignore what I'm saying, by the way. I'm actually going to mute mine. So he goes through the door. I'm not even a second behind. Actually, I probably am about a second in total. So how does he do that? He's hammering. Not only is he closer to the door than I am, I don't know how he did that. He must have looked at this window from further away. Yeah, look, he's barely at the edge of the bed, looking at the window. Let me look at how I look at the window. I go further. See that? I go further. I actually go past the corner of the bed, right up into the chair. And that's what's making the difference as well there. So then I'm scuppering myself. I'm adding more time here, but I'm also adding more time here because the door is further away. So he just hammers click, like left click or whatever he's using to go through go through that door immediately. I've got a bit of a walk. Isn't this awesome? This is probably really boring to watch and I apologize, but it makes so much sense to kind of view it this way. So in the tunnel, I'm not sure what he's pressing, but he gets constant movement. Look at the walls of his tunnel compared to the walls of mine. Mine judders and stops and starts. His is constant. How is he doing that? I might have to ask in the speedrun, the Silent Hill 4 speedrunning Discord. I might have to ask people how he's getting that constant movement. But let's see how much time it saves him. Oh, cool. I'm glad it's interesting. Good. So yeah, what time? Let's really crunch it down. So we've got, he gets into the light at 2:50, pretty much, and I get into the light 2:51, nearly 2:52. So it's about nearly 2 seconds. So the movement, he's doing such efficient movement that he's saving 2 seconds there. I don't know. I mean, 2 seconds is really not an awful lot, but like all of these are just things that in isolation don't count a lot, but when you add them all up, you have 10 minutes on me. Okay. So we now want Subway 1. So let's break this down into Subway 1. So, hang on. We'll take it after the little flying man appears from the loading screen. I don't have little flying man. I have the fluorescent symbol. So what we'll do is we'll just cut it from the fluorescent symbol, disappearing. There. And I think we'll find that gap is about 2 seconds long. 2:53:08. Yeah, it's not quite 2 seconds long. It's about 1:45. Nice. So yeah, you can see that difference there. So we want to take this and this and line them up. Right, his is loading in quicker than mine. So let's line up the loading in, because you can see here the sound. This sound is identical. You can see the two sound waves. So let me just unmute mine so we can hear it. So mine needs to go a little bit more this way. And I think that's in sync. No, it looks like mine's a little bit ahead. Stepping on it. Oh no, they are in sync. Stepping on it. So first off, he's already running. Like, I need to get more on top of holding down buttons. He's already running. How does he do that? Well, he's holding down W. Or no, he's holding down S, actually, because of the camera angle. Stepping on a bug, kind of squelch. He already changes the camera angle really quickly as well. Don't know if that makes a difference. Probably not. But it's probably easier to just do it and get it out of the way. What is he doing there? The camera moves. Is that on purpose? Kind of squelch. Does mine do the same? No. I will point it out to you when she makes it. Anyway, look, he's at Cynthia and I'm not. Oh, I am. I'm just a little bit behind. So I think that must be the difference between holding down run from the moment the scene fades in and not, which is hilarious. So he fades up a bit quicker than me. He gets around the corner a bit quicker than me as a result. Right, so let's get precise about this. We want when my item thing appears, which is there. And we want when his item thing appears, which is here. So we want that. We want it lined up with that. Our footsteps are in sync, you can hear them. That's cool. Right, he still gets there just a little bit faster than me. How does he do that? Just a little bit faster than me. Is it that wiggling of the camera? He wiggles the camera. Does that reduce lag or something? I also veered to the side there. Maybe it's that. You know this thing I take here? I take like a weird veer and then a weird veer back. He doesn't do that, really. He's kind of running more or less in a straight line the whole time. So maybe that makes a difference. These both fade in at the same time. And he's just got better movement, but it's really, really not a lot in it at all. So what is he doing here? He hugs the corner. My turning circle is much bigger than his. See that? His, he hugs the thing, and then he's right on the other side straight. I hug the thing, I go off towards the toilets. There, see? I don't know. See, the one thing that confuses me about Silent Hill 4, right, is you can hold down a key to run. So I think it's shift. So you can either have default movement as walking and you hold shift to run, or you can have default movement as running and you hold shift to walk. Now, I'm not sure what the main runners do, but I have run as default. And I think maybe these other guys don't. I think maybe they just hold down the shift key the whole time. Either that, or they're at very specific points. They're run as default, but they're holding down shift to walk at very specific points so that they can make smaller turning circles. I think that's what's going on here. I mean, because I promise you, I'm turning to the left as quick as I can, but he just makes it so much quicker to the left than I do. Look, round the corner, you can tell by his left foot, right? By the time his left foot is in line with that wall, he's already facing the hole. Right, watch my left foot. As I come round, my left foot's in line, I'm facing the right. Now, I promise you, I mean, maybe I could be a bit more efficient with the movement, but I think what's happening is I'm not coming over quickly enough. And that might be because default movement is run. So rather than having the fine movement of walking where you can kind of make like slighter degree turns, in running around that corner, I'm just like, I'm kind of like, I have a bit of a lag as a result because I've had a bigger turning circle because I'm running. So maybe if they have run as default, they might be holding shift here. Just here. Like you can see here, they're running. They might be like tapping shift to just like make that turn quicker than I am. Don't know. This is really interesting. I'm a bit of a nerd, I'm afraid. So here I'm not skipping the cutscene quickly enough, by the way. Well done, me. So let's go from first fade in of the item thing. For me, that's there. For him, that is here. So drag this up here, and we should be in sync. Oh my god, didn't skip the cutscene. I was sure I was pressing it. So he's in faster. He's moving. He's using the sidestep thing to kind of move faster, which is what I'm doing as well. But he's taking the left-hand side of the wall. Can you see that? He hugs the wall and goes through. Hugs the wall, goes through between the counter and the stools to the cabinet. What do? I also go through this gap, but not only am I not looking at the cabinet, I'm not doing it as cleanly as he is. So I get this thing where the camera pulls me round to look at this cabinet. He doesn't have that because he's already looking at the cabinet. So what I've got to do in here is I've got to move with purpose. I've got to look at what I'm doing. Like constantly look at what I'm doing so that I don't have to have that little camera pull. Look in the bottom right. You can see here. This is where I stop moving, okay? You can see here, I stop and I pivot to the right. That pivot is automatic. That's the game taking over, saying, look at this cabinet, it's important. See? The furniture has been here since I moved in. So, for him, he is also moving here and he gets a little camera pivot. See that pivot? But his takes far less time because he's already looking at the cabinet. This is interesting. But having said that, it is 10 to 11. So I'm probably going to call a stop there because I would be finishing soon anyway. I'm going to save this. I might do some more of this in my spare time. We might return to it. Also, yay for diagrams. Check out this bad boy. So, yeah, when he comes out here, he is hugging this wall. Because when he hugs this wall, this is totally out of scale. This thing should be here. it moves straight through and gets to the cabinet like that. Bam. Okay. Bye-bye diagram. Bye-bye diagram. All right. Let's see if there's anybody we can raid. In fact, Scottish Little should be streaming. Let's go share some love with Scottish Little. So where are we? There we go. Scottish Little is playing Ghost of Tsushima. Please, if you can, follow me on the raid. Oh, wow. She's got a face cam. This is awesome. I've not seen her new stream since she came back. So, yeah, please join me on a raid for Ghost of Tsushima. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. It's been a bit of an unorthodox, weird stream, but I appreciate that you stuck with me through all of that. We're going to continue derusting for next week when we have our marathon. Yeah, thank you all for being here. Take care. Bye-bye for now. And we're going to raid in 3, 2, 1.